Welcome back to the podcast where we think we know everything, but really we don't know shit. Welcome to 2025. We know it's a new year, and we know we beat the goddamn Packers. Yes, baby, we beat the Packers. Our season wasn't shit. Season was terrible. There needs to be a lot of changes, and hopefully a lot of changes are coming. Hopefully the Bears organization gets this shit right, and they spend some money. Get off that checkbook, man. But we beat the fucking Packers. Can't say that's all that matters, but that's goddamn important. Beat the fucking Packers. It wasn't a super convincing win. It was only by 2 points. And the kick barely made it. But it made it. We won. Fuck it. We're in the win column. So we ended the season 5-12. Fucking terrible. But, like I said, we beat the Packers. So they have a lot of work to do this offseason. All these fucking people they want to interview for coach. They probably have like 5 or 6 that they definitely want. And then the others, they just interview them for shits and giggles. That's all it is. They like this the OC from the New York Giants. Are they really taking that seriously? Come on, man. Stop it. But they're just getting them all in a row, putting all their ducks in a row, just in case this guy doesn't want to come. Okay, so we move to this guy. But we're going to talk about all of it today. But first, we're going to have a little hawk talk with Frank the Tank. But we're also going to talk about these Bulls. Oh, boy. Did you all see Kobe dunk over Wemby last night? Oh my God. We will talk about that. We'll talk about the game. We got some highlights. We're going to have a good show tonight. It's going to be fun. So, producer, let's go.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
Summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
Let's go. Let's go. It's 2025. It's a brand new year. So let's just restore hope for our Chicago teams because they have been sucky. What's up, Jeanette? They've been sucking for a while. Let's hope this year there's a turnaround for everybody. Please, Lord, let there be a turnaround, man. I'm tired of watching bad Chicago sports, and I'm sure you all are too. So, like I said, we're going to start with the Bulls and the Hawks, and then, of course, we're gonna round it off with the Bears, and we're gonna talk about the coaching carousels, all the firings, all of that. But first, let me get my all stars in here. First up, my man who has that Hawk talk tonight, my man Frank the Tank.
Finally get to tune into some Hawks, man.
Big Frank.
Hey, what's up, T? How you been, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Obviously not excited about this season, but man, if they could give you any happiness whatsoever now to close it out with beating those
Fucking
cheese dicks, man. Like, I mean,
yes.
It like, and I know there are gonna be people out there, including people on our panel, love him to death, but he's not gonna be happy.
Just say
with
JB.
Just we wanted
JB.
draft capital, and I understand that we wanted draft capital, but if it was any other team, I probably would have been more excited for draft capital too. But maybe that's why they keep giving us the Packers to close out the year. Because I mean, Jesus, man, give us any hope whatsoever. But
we always got to beat them.
It wasn't a pretty game, but when it comes down to beating them, I don't give a shit.
It wasn't pretty at all.
No.
Actually, you know what? We were very close to losing that game.
When DJ Moore fumbled that ball, man, I was like, you got to be shitting me. Here we fucking go again. Like, oh. But, hey, and he didn't have the season we wanted with Caleb, but again, this was another situation where at the end of the game, he took us down the field to have a chance to win the game, and this time we actually finally did it.
And David said in Lambeau, reminded us in Lambeau.
Right?
That's true.
When,
it's
what was
hard
it,
to win in Lambeau, man.
The first time we beat him in Lambeau, and what was it? I think they said 2018 was the last time we beat him in Lambeau? Or was that just beating them, period, was 2018?
It was 18 or 19, one of them.
So, I mean, there's nothing negative that you can say right now.
Yes.
Like,
I'm happy about it.
All those people, we'll just say all those Packer tards or whatever the hell we want to call them, who want to sit there and go like, oh, yeah, the Bears just acted like they won the Super Bowl. I don't give a shit. You're the ones who just lost to a 4-win team. Shut the hell up.
Man, let us have this.
Exactly.
Let us have this. Our season sucked. We were terrible. Let us have this one.
All right, so
moment.
Crooked, thank you for looking it up. So it was 2018 was the last time we beat them. 2015 was the last time we beat them at Lambeau.
Oh, shit.
So that's great.
Okay. All right. Well, there it is. So, Tank, what did you think of that Bulls game last night, man?
You know what, man? Like, I mean, obviously we want more from the Bulls. We want a winning trend, but they're making the games fun.
They
are. I mean,
really
this game, I think we could have beat them. We shouldn't have been down. I think it was like 18 points. We were down in the fourth quarter, and Zach LaVine just caught fire, brought us back into the game, and then Kobe. Somebody sent me a message. I wish I would have put it up here. Kobe, after one of his shot that one right before that crazy ass dunk, that little fadeaway pop. I guess he screamed Kobe when he threw the ball up in the air. They did like a slow motion, and they read his lips, and he went like Kobe, like starting his new Kobe trend.
I love it.
Absolutely love it.
That's like us saying Jordan.
Exactly. And I mean, you guys, it was more Jordan. For me, my era, I more said Kobe because he was more my generation of basketball. And that's not saying Kobe's better than Jordan. I'm not saying that at all, guys. Jordan's still my guy, GOAT, hands down. But I grew up saying Kobe. So if Kobe's going to start his own Kobe trend and he's going to live up to that Kobe trend, hey, love the confidence.
Well, man, let's get into some Bulls highlights for a change.
Right?
Yeah.
Do we want to get into it now, or do we want to bring in our other guy?
Starts for Vassell, who's been one of their best scorers.
I was going to say, did we want to bring in our other guy before
because I know Chris got something to say about it. But let's just go ahead and bring him in now. Yeah. My man who probably has the foulest mouth in the city. My guy. Foul mouth. New dad. Foul mouth. See.
Fuck Green Bay.
So with it being a new dad, it should be foul.
Yes.
With it being a new dad, it should be foul mouth PG.
No foul shit. His ass in the bed, so I ain't gotta worry about it. I could be as loud and belligerent as I want to be.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Till he wakes
man,
up.
why you got them bulletproof looking glasses on, man?
Oh, he's not bulletproof. These glasses are. Well, look at your blind ass. You all at the damn laptop. You
knew that was coming.
But yours is like big Steve Urkel looking glasses.
He's got more of that Superman look about him.
Yeah, my glasses record and take pictures and
poker.
Listen to people.
You got some high tech shit going on there.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, what did you think about that Bulls game?
I've been liking what I've been seeing from the Bulls. I mean, I'm still not a fan of Billy Donovan, but I do like what I've seen from the Bulls. I don't believe in his small ball shit. I think it's dumb. I'm not a fan of it.
You need Steph Curry's on your team if you want to play that small ball shit. We don't got no Steph Curry's on there.
Did we still want to play those highlights? I just wanted to get foul on there before we get the highlights on.
We can play the highlights.
Okay.
Yeah, run.
It starts for Vassell, who's been one of their best scorers.
And he's a very good two-way player.
Yep. Here's Williams, former teammate of Vassell at Florida State. He hits a three.
But as Wemby said, hey, get that ball back to Vassell. Clear out, let him go one-on-one. He had Vooch on him.
And Williams, a heat check.
Give me the hot sauce, P-Dub.
Nice play by Ball to take it right back. Giddy running with Buzelis and Levine. Zach takes it in and scores.
He could have easily stepped back out there for the three. He recognized he had ball on him, went right into the post.
Vucevic hits a three. There you go. And that was on the attack into Sohan. Banked it up. No, Vucevic slams it in.
Vucevic Maine with the follow-up.
Continues to play very well yet. Early season injuries. He and Sohan were out of the mix for a while. Levine finally draws a foul, puts it in. Got his own fan club here, I saw when we were walking into the building with the green hair. One nice drive, and I'm not sure if Wembanyama even got a piece of that. Looking for Sohan on the run. Here comes White to Levine.
Got some guys who run with him.
Levine trying to separate from Wembanyama with a long two.
Broke his ankle.
Makes things tough for you. Here's White off the scramble. Hits a three. Now Kobe's feeling it.
Making those layups, getting some easy shots. He gets himself in a little rhythm.
Just like he did the other night.
Got 9 in the quarter.
Yep. 9 of their 13. Vassell misses. Sohan, another offensive rebound.
Dennis Rodman down there. Oh, cookies.
He's wearing number 10, and he's got the different color hairstyle. Nice pass from Levine to Vucevic. That includes that February road
Chad used to be here.
Yep. Got the circus trip here in Chicago. Williams spins in and scores.
Spin cycle.
And the loose ball to Johnson. 11 points in. Antonio Lee. Nice read by Lonzo Ball. Slings it ahead for Zach Levine. The catch and the slam. Accepted a different role now as this new rotation for San Antonio with Paul and Wembanyama is taking shape. There's Levine, just his third three-point attempt of the night. And what Paul was talking about, right? The veteran move. You got to learn how to get a score, and then a stop, and then a score, and a stop, and you can put teams away in these portions of the game. Levine's trying to bring the post, slings to Vucevic. Big three! Good!
Bang, bang, bang.
Here comes Levine. Pull-up three! You got it!
Oh, big-time players make big-time plays.
With less than a minute to go. It's White against Wembanyama. The drive, the score!
Sliding, gliding. Kobe White.
Here's Levine against Paul. The drive, the kick. Kobe White drives it. Oh,
Dunk it! Dunk it, Kobe White! Get up or get out the way! Watch this. Wemby! It's okay, give me a post.
Game. Blouses.
Oh my God. Can we have a moment of silence for Wemby?
I mean, did anyone? Oh, I had a moment of silence. My fault.
Yeah, we don't have to give him more side.
I fucked that one up, didn't I?
We don't have to give him more side.
No, like,
God damn, man. Oh
my! He come for the massage. He came for the facial.
Yeah. Did anyone see Kobe White's post-game interview in regards to it? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he blocked me 4 times before that. So I mean, I was a little worried, but I said to myself, I'm gonna go to the basket and dunk it before, like, no matter what. So that was
Wemby was having a block party.
Yeah, I think 9 blocks in that game.
He was swatting everything.
Yeah.
Well, you ought to be when you're fucking 7'5", 6".
His arms are bigger than Nate Robinson. Like shit. Just his arms are as long as Nate Robinson.
Dude, he's a beast. I got to see it like with my own eyes.
Man, what up?
I was at the game last night, saw with my own eyes. That dude is a freak of nature. It's crazy. Seeing him on TV is totally different than when you're looking at that dude standing right there.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The team looks totally different without DeMar DeRozan and his slow walking it up one-on-one play. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen the highlights of the Kings game, but he did what DeMar normally does, which go one-on-one to shoot jump shots. And, I mean, they did win, but
DeMar was
and there's a lot of Zach LaVine haters, a lot of people that talked a lot of shit about Zach LaVine.
He cold, man.
They need to retract those statements.
I said it right from the get-go to all those people who said that. I was like, did anyone else notice how good he played when DeMar did not play? Like, he played lights out whenever DeMar did not play. Like, he just was not a good teammate with DeMar on the court. It's just how it was.
He is super cold. I hate that they're probably going to put Zach on the trading block.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I hate that they're probably going to do that.
Probably Vooch too, I'm sure.
David
I
said
think they might put Vooch on there too, yeah. But so we got one more All-Star. Well, probably not the last, but we got one right now who knows everything about the city of Chicago. You can't tell him shit about the city of Chicago. This motherfucker knows everything and has everything to say about everything Chicago. So let's bring him in, Mr. Chicago.
Now for the South.
Finally get to see that light again. Look at it.
Goddamn light.
Look at it. It's like fucking heaven.
Man.
I see.
You have no idea, man. Y'all have no idea. The goddamn light bill been awful low the last 2 months, which was a good thing. But this goddamn light is finally on after 2 goddamn months, man. What's up, fellas? How y'all living, man? Chicago, what up?
All right, so Mr. Chicago, what did you think of that Bulls game last night? Were you able to see it in Atlanta?
Yeah. I got YouTube TV, so I can actually, have access to most of the games.
Okay.
Obviously, all of the Bulls games gonna get shown on national televised channels. But I actually got the chance to see the last quarter of that game and seeing what Kobe did to Big Wemby. He punched on his ass. That was the night punch too, though.
The drive, the kick. Kobe White drives it. Over the bucket. Dunk it, Kobe White. Get up or get out the way. Watch this. Wemby. It's up. Give me a post.
Listen. Wemby definitely jumped too fucking late to even try to.
Hands down, on that shit. No question about that.
He should have never jumped. He should have just let it go.
I don't think he expected Kobe to dunk it. I think he expected Kobe to just do a lock or something because.
Yeah, my only pushback with something y'all just said I was listening to about DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan showed the fuck up when he was with us in the fourth quarter, and
you're not wrong.
The only thing was him and Zach. They had certain games where they would both go off, but then when they both ball dominant players. So when the fourth quarter came, DeRozan missed the mid range shot jump shooter. He cooked in the fourth quarter, and Zach would just take a back seat and just let him cook. But yeah, man, I'm hoping I get to see this damn team actually get above 500 and actually be more competitive on a consistent basis. Because on one hand, we beat the Bucks, we beat the Celtics, then we lose to the goddamn Wizards. Like, That shit don't even make sense, man. Like, come on now. I need y'all to be consistent with this shit. Yeah. We've been living in this mid-purgatory state with this damn Bulls team for far too long. They look good on one hand, and then they turn around, wet the damn bed or shit the bed. And it's like,
well, you gotta remember, man. They don't have the best coach, man. I've never been a fan.
Of course they don't.
The biggest thing,
not at all.
Billy Donovan. There's no way that Jalen Smith. I think that's his name, either Jalen Smith or whoever. The center and Vooch should be playing together. Both of them are stretch bigs. Both of them go inside. One guy's way better than the other on defense. They both grab boards. There's no reason why those two shouldn't be starting. Hell, you can bring somebody up from the G League to be a backup. You know.
What I don't like about Vooch, I listen. He makes some threes. I don't like his big ass shooting threes that much. I really don't. I'm old school. And being from Chicago, the fucking mecca of basketball, I don't like this new way of basketball playing. I really don't. All this 3-point shit. No, that's not hooping to me, man. That's not hooping. You got to go to the club and dunk on the motherfucker or lay it up or shoot the mid-range shot. These 3-pointers, the fact that we set the record with the damn Charlotte Hornets for the most 3-pointers missed in a fucking game, if they missed 75, they took easily 300. Like, because you ain't making no goddamn 75 3 no goddamn game. So I know y'all took too many more than what the fuck you missed. Like, that's not basketball to me. Yeah. So I'm going to try to get into the flow of watching more games because right now I haven't been watching but a couple of quarters here and there of some NBA games. Cause I'm not pleased with none of this shit. I don't like none of this shit in the NBA.
The game has definitely gotten boring from over the years. It's nothing but like a dunk 3-point contest. There's hardly no defense being played. No post play for real. Lack of the mid-range game. All this traveling step back shit.
All that. I'm like, listen, again, they call me OG and old school down here because they like, man, you don't like nothing new. No, I like new shit when it's necessary. This shit that the NBA doing is too soft. All this load management bullshit, all this damn stepping back, like you say, all this step back 3 shit, and then you scoring 50 points in the goddamn fourth quarter. Like, you give up 50 points in the fourth quarter to anybody. What the fuck kind of defense are y'all playing? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and the one thing I'm gonna talk to you about when it came down with Vooch is when he was in Orlando, he had a coach who actually ran him post games. He played in the post. He shot maybe 2 3-pointers a game, if even that, when he was in Orlando. Billy Donovan runs him off high pick and screens all the time to push himself out to the 3-point line. When he was in Orlando, they had a power forward who did that shit, and they kept Vooch in the post. That I clearly think the 3-point shooting situation with Vooch. Yes, I would love to see him go more into the post, but the system that Billy Donovan runs him out to be stretch bigs, and I fucking hate it.
Actually, he's actually in the post more. He's actually in the post more this year. That's why you see his numbers up all across the board. Because he actually in the post more. He's shooting less threes. Vooch is a hell of a guy when he got that ball down low, man. He's got a lot of great post moves.
His footwork.
And there's no reason for him to not average 10 and 12 goddamn rebounds a game. That's just me. You got goddamn big and tall. You should be averaging 11, 12, 13 fucking rebounds.
Well, it's kind of hard when your fucking partner in crime is fucking 6'6", and a little soft, Yeah. All they got to do is really box your ass out, and then chances are they're still going to get the offensive board because Vooch is not going to be able to get it. You got the big man out the way, and Williams is not a power forward. I mean, you talking about a guy that's 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
Why do we still have Pat Williams? Why?
He averages like 5-6 points a game, and he's what number?
And for $90 million a year?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Get rid of him, man. Just get rid of him. But
the problem was you could have got rid of him last year, but with him every single year, his numbers just like, in my opinion, the only reason he was staying around because he was a good defender. I don't even think he's really that good of a defender this year.
No, he's
my
not.
Opinion.
No.
He's a pretty good like ball on ball, like straight up defender, but making decisions, switches, all that type stuff, fucking awful.
Yeah, he gets beat to the basket a lot. And the games I have seen, I'm just like, he can't stay in front of the smaller, faster guards like that. He got long ass arms. You can still get within reach of that damn ball to block the damn shot, and you ain't even trying. Like, I don't like that, man. But yeah, I don't like this play in, play out, play all around about bullshit this goddamn NBA be doing. Like we giving y'all making 40 and 50 million goddamn dollars a year, and we gotta give you an extra 500,000 for incentives to play harder. Man, get the hell out of here. That's some soft shit, man. I know why Mike don't like none of you motherfuckers out here. I know why Jordan don't like none of you motherfuckers. Y'all care about your own individual stats, making all this goddamn money, dressing like some goddamn weirdos, and being on goddamn TMZ with the goddamn Instagram thoughts. That's all the fuck y'all care about. Winning ain't even on the damn list of shit y'all care about. Because if you did, more y'all be playing hard to try to win games and try to win championships than what the fuck y'all doing. There ain't but a handful of y'all that really care about winning.
Yeah, the game is born now.
It is.
The money's gotten too big. Players' egos gotten too big. Hell, they still trying to find a way to lower the games and make more money. So
I don't like
it's crazy.
82 games is too much for you? Really? Come on, man. No.
The problem was I loved it when it was more fast-paced. The 82 games weren't that bad, but the way it's played nowadays, it can get very boring.
Why not just sit out like a quarter or two? Like, you still need to fucking play the game. Like, sitting out whole games and then you come into the damn stadium with your shades on and stun all your goddamn jewelry on and shit. Like, we don't know you got fucking $50 million. Really? Come on, man.
The average NBA player right now is making $9.3 million a year. The average NBA player. Let's bring in the other all-star, the man that knows all the stats from the 80s. The 90s and the 2000s. Our boy, JB.
What's up, fellas?
Did you win? Did you win? That's all I got to know. Did you win?
We lost to Morgan Park. Yep.
Yeah.
It was for first place, too.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to
it
the
happens. Hey, you guys, again, was it a close game?
Hell no, they beat the brakes off of it.
So the refs rigged it for sure.
No, University of Michigan was in the house, and you know I was blue about that.
Yeah, I want to shout out to Big Blue, man, for being out of my ass 2 years.
And that's why I knew it. I said when we saw Big Blue in the house recruiting, I'm like, yeah, we ain't.
Yes, sir.
And to all the basketball guys, Dave asked a question a little bit earlier when we were talking about his Magic days. What other all-star or good player did he have when he was back with the Magic?
When he was with the Magic?
When he was with the Magic? Like what other good players? When Vooch was with the Magic? I mean, wasn't that early Michael Carter Williams when he was really good?
Michael Carter was on that team, man. I think
he was on that team.
Aaron Gordon was on that team, young too.
Aaron Gordon
and what's the kid name? Puccio. What's that boy name? He was a rookie.
But they got a little bad. I thought they were talking about back in the day, so I was like Scott Skiles, Donald Roy.
No, not that. Shaq back when he was there.
Oh no.
Really. But but that team, like I was listening in the background and stuff when you all were talking about the Bulls and stuff like that. But here we go, another Chicago team that literally has no future. Coaching is bad, ownership is bad. Got a little bit of talent.
It's an average team where you're just going to be getting the average picks, which sucks.
Just fire Donovan and bring Mike Brown over here, please.
Yeah, and please. I mean this is the thing. When
we say it don't matter if you bring Mike Brown over here.
Mike Brown.
The GM is
Mike Brown would do a damn good job,
man.
I don't think the GM would bring someone.
I mean, you talking about a guy that just gave fucking Pat Williams, who's never averaged double digits in his career, fucking what, $90 million?
He averaged 10 this year finally, but it's like
is he?
Still not
this is why Jordan don't like these motherfuckers, man. Jordan don't like nobody in this damn league, and I don't blame him. Y'all get all this goddamn money, they ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, stop, I mean, this is one thing I will say about the Bulls, and I want your guys' opinion on this. And I think we talked about it a little bit last week as well. I love the way Lonzo's fucking playing, man. I know it's worried that knee is worrying and everything, and it's trade talks, and the Bulls are interested in a second-round pick for him. I'm not giving him up for a second-round pick. Do you think you could sign him for another 2-year deal? Not too much money because you want to see how his knee holds up?
Well, I mean,
why?
Yeah, did we already give him like $85 million
already? But you got to remember, guys.
I'm saying more 10 because of the way people are.
He's got that knee that's kind of like Brandon Roy.
Yes, and it's worse. It is. That's where I'm saying. That's why I'm asking.
And we don't know when the next time we're going to be out again and how long.
Put you like this. If somebody's willing to give you something for damaged goods, take it. Take it.
I'm at that point where
he doesn't have the Brandon Roy. They did some type of new ass surgery.
And it still ain't working.
On and hell, they're trying to see how this shit gonna go.
Stop wearing goddamn low ass.
This could be a groundbreaking surgery right now. That
He's
cause a lot of players.
Said himself that his daddy's shoes is what messed him up. I'm like,
of course it did.
Because he was always hurt.
I mean, you can't say it didn't because LaMelo had a lot of injury issues. Having a lot of
you take a look at a guy like Joakim Noah. When he first got to the league, the reason why he kept suffering from plastic fasciitis was because of the shoes that he was playing from France. He went
got them shoes to them flat, man. Yeah, no surface.
French fucking designer shoes or whatever it was, and was fucking his feet up.
And Lonzo got Maylene, they're making their goddamn shoes, them goddamn low support ass shoes. They ain't got no goddamn ankle support at all.
That's some designer shoes. They cost about $2 to make, and then they put a name and a fucking design on and charge your ass $1,000 for them shits.
Get Maylene to make your goddamn shoes for you, man.
And this is where I'm saying I know Amp has already chimed in too. This is take whatever you can get for him. And I understand everyone. It's a huge question mark because you just don't know what it's going to be. But all I know is this year the Bulls are a plus, or each game that he has played in, they have been a plus 13 when he is on the court.
Well, I would tell you this much about Lonzo that obviously I've given him shit offensively, but from a defensive and distributing standpoint, the damn boy know how to dish that damn ball, and he played damn good defense too. So
he's shooting good at the 3-point line too, man. Like he's
better.
Shooting really good at the 3-point.
Yeah, he's
better
this
year.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, the last couple of years when he was actually playing, he's been like close to a 40% 3-point shooter. So
and which is good,
pretty good. Yeah.
The year he got hurt,
high volume shots.
I say he was shooting 20, but he was shooting 40%. The year he actually, remember, the Bulls were in first place for much of the
they were in
season
first place when he went down.
Got hurt. Before he got hurt.
Yeah, he was doing fine, but it was like inevitability because we saw that with the Lakers. We knew he was going to end up getting hurt because he got hurt in LA. Then with the Pelicans did the same thing, started moving and shaking and looking real good, and then bam, he gets hurt. And it's like
he's definitely
David stupid. David said them Starberries $20 hollers.
Them shits ain't working, man. It's not working. But no, he's a damn good on the ball defender too. Though. I give him that.
He's good on-ball defender. He's good off-ball defender. Like his ability to stay in the lanes too, to push. Like Patrick Williams doesn't look like that much of a liability when Lonzo's there because Lonzo's pushing him in the right position to make sure he's in the right. And I understand. Like I'm just at that point of where somebody does offer you a first-round draft pick with him. Absolutely, you're taking it.
Yeah, and you know what? Him and Caruso actually did do well when they both were healthy.
When they were playing together. Yeah,
they were
actually number 1 and number 2 in the league in steals.
Yeah, they were the best backcourt.
Defensive backcourt in the league. Yeah,
that was so much fun. Those two together,
and then both of them. But see, here's the crazy part. This is how Chicago goes. Both of them got hurt around the same time.
Yeah, and then we fell apart.
And then we just fell apart because we didn't have a backup for either one of them. We didn't. And I see what's going on with I call it the experiment, the Josh Giddey experiment, because he really doesn't have a position. He kind of plays where needed at that time.
Yeah, he just moves around.
Well, I mean, it's nice to have that. It's nice to have
it's nice to have in sections, but not to.
He can't be your starter. He's not going to be your
He can't be your go-to because what I'm noticing now,
right? He can't be the second option.
Is if you say this is Zach's team with the most quietest 24 points a game he's averaging, then can you say Kobe's second? Can you say Vooch's second? It depends on the night.
It does. It depends on who you're playing and everything too. Because
it depends on who gets the most volume in that game, right? Between Kobe and Vooch, and most of the time. Vooch gets the ball off pick and rolls, and then he'll be the one either dishing it off or shooting three. So
is that not the quietest 20 and 10 that you've seen? It is. People don't even realize he averages 20 and 10, but it's so quiet.
Yeah.
There is nobody on that Bulls team that's exploding numbers.
Like Eddie shooting, is he shooting all-time high?
Yeah, it is. Highest percentage of his career.
Yeah, Brand had the quietest fucking 20 and 10 that I've ever seen. Like. It was
I wouldn't say he had the quietest. He had the most boringest 20-10 I've ever seen.
It was quiet. It was boring. It was. Yeah, it was quiet too, though. But because you ain't really, you looked up.
Vooch's 20 isn't boring.
Yeah,
it's not boring. It's just quiet. It's like, how many points did he get?
Yep.
6, 4, 5, 5. It's like, well, that's 21.
And it's like, how impactful is his 20 and 10 some days too, right?
That's the word, the impact.
Yeah,
the impact of the 20.
If you don't mean shit, if we ain't win, then it's like, well, he just got it. Hell, well, nobody really guarding him. So.
And that's the thing, because in this era, because I also believe he just broke some record as like the first center to hit 600, 10,000 points and 600 made threes.
Are we talking about Wemby?
No, Vooch.
Okay.
Yeah, he just set some kind of milestone for centers, like, because he does shoot a lot of threes, but
too many.
He's going to tone it down from the previous years, which I'm happy about.
Yeah. Well, last year, remember, he was shooting all the threes because he wasn't getting the ball because of DeMar.
Yeah, and that's a very good point too. Like, maybe it was DeMar that was kind of not feeding, because when you did,
DeMar's an ISO player.
You're seeing Levine like feeding it down to him in the post a lot this year, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you're right, Ant, nobody on that team really plays in the post. In the pick and roll game, I do not see it.
I don't like Pat Williams on goddamn threes either.
It's never a pick and roll.
I mean, well, Vooch is he's in the paint this year, so he's in the paint a lot this year. So
I don't like Pat Williams shooting threes.
No, he starts in the paint, but then afterwards it's wide open iso ball, which is why I kind of wonder, Fal. Me and you were talking a long day back.
Jay Grizz.
We remember Billy Donovan at Florida and how Joakim Noah was more of a liability on that team offensively.
He was.
He never really drew plays for Noah. But then when Noah got to the Bulls, we was like, dang, Noah can play defense. Noah can pass the Brock. He's pretty active until he got hurt.
He was always the scrappy guy on that team and getting the putbacks all the time.
But if you notice Billy Donovan's team, he never uses a offensive center. Never. When he took over,
his best NFL center was what's his name on Oklahoma.
Al Horford wasn't even being used like that either. He was just.
Was it Steven Adams?
But Al Horford played the 4. Corey Brewer played the 3.
For him, he played the 4.
Yeah.
And even in the NBA, wasn't Steven Adams was pretty much his best center where they took him deep into the playoffs with. And I mean, Steven Adams was just a defense.
That wasn't even who was that?
That was Scott. That was Scott. Scott that had him.
No. Scott didn't have Steven Adams. Scott had that team with Kevin Durant,
Russell Westbrook, and Harden.
James Harden. I want to say was it
Kendrick?
Scott came in after that and had
Michael Green from Georgetown. They had that team. Scott Brooks took that team to the finals that lost to the Miami Heat.
Yeah,
that's that team. Right. When Scott Brooks was fired and Billy Donovan took over, that team started to regress. But then that's when you saw Russell Westbrook getting all them triple doubles, and he got his MVP.
Yeah.
And then KD was like, "Yeah, get me out of here."
Yeah, definitely.
James Harden fell off after that too. James Harden got up out of there.
Yeah. Before we move on to Frank's Hawk Talk.
I heard they suck too.
We want to give a shout out to last Saturday the Bulls had Derrick Rose night. Give a shout out to the Chicago legend Derrick Rose. Really showed out for the city. It was really supposed to be about him, and he made it about the city. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Shout out to the Bulls.
The pop-up shop. I like the pop-up shop idea. That was
dope, man.
We did have a pop-up shop. Yeah, if you came to the game, which I went to, they were out there handing out roses early on in the game. So shout out to D Rose. You may not be an NBA Hall of Famer, but you are for sure a Chicago Hall of Famer.
Legend,
on our own, represents the city, so we love him.
Gives back. Actually, next year,
they will hang his jersey from the Raptors next year. Okay, so there's no confusion. I know people talking about, man, they going to retire his jersey. No, they doing all that shit next year. Next year, get your tickets ready. Get ready whenever they announce it. Go get your shit. They will be retiring his jersey next year.
It'll probably be around the same time next year on Rose Day, so they'll probably do it then.
Shout out to Noah making
it should be a Chicago holiday. Like, he should get a street name.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We already know what Murray Park. If you know Chicago basketball, you already know what Murray Park means to Derrick Rose.
Yep.
And I like what they did up. What was that?
Yes, sir. Inglewood.
Off of Clybourne. Was that Clybourne? They did that big.
Yeah. That's right there, right down the street from my crib. Yeah, right there on North Clybourne. Yeah, North Clybourne.
Yeah.
All right.
That was just so cool.
Let's get into this Hawk talk that I have no idea what the fuck Frank about to talk about.
All right. So, giving it into that little Hawk talk here. All right. So, everybody, I mean, I'm sure saw at least the highlights or something of the Winter Classic game. It was god awful. The Blackhawks played terrible. But there was a moment in that game that nobody really knew or found out about until a couple of days ago when our beloved, and I'm not going to lie, my favorite player of all time, first autograph I've ever had as a kid, Jeremy Roenick, said something on a podcast. All right. And I'm going to play a little video here for me. If you can cue that up for me, Commission, on just what exactly was said before I get into it.
And
wait.
But I had so much fun. Being down on the bench, talking to the referees, saying hi to the trainers. Yeah. Fist bumping with all the coaches. All the players came up to meet Chelly and Savvy and congratulated us, saying hi, giving us respect, except for one. I'm just gonna say this because I care and I want to make sure that it's understood. There needs to be respect in the game, and there needs to be, I think, respect for the history of the game. 100%. But there's one player that didn't come up to me, Chelly or Savvy, and that was the superstar of the Chicago Blackhawks, and that's Connor Bedard. Now I understand he's 19, he's young, he's shy, so on and so forth, but these are the things that have to change in Chicago in order for them to start winning. And that's having the respect, or at least the acknowledgement of, hey, we got to go up and say hi and say, way to go. And because we are a family. 100%. We're all a family, regardless if we played 20 years ago or they're playing now. We're all still part of that family. And if we don't have that respect to go up and fist bump to say, hey, congratulations, what's going on? How can you do it with your own teammates, right? So I'm not ripping on him in terms of, his personality or anything like that. This kid needs to learn as a 19-year-old. This all is his learning curve. His learning curve has to be, if he's going to be a captain of this team, there's a lot of things that he has to think about in terms of being that leader and being that captain.
All right.
I definitely agree with him on that.
Listen, I understand what he's saying.
What did he say wrong?
Okay, I understand what he's saying, and I don't think he meant for it to come out this way. But he did address, this is a 19-year-old kid. This kid lives and breathes hockey. You are bitching and complaining about him not fist pumping you before the Winter Classic hockey game when he was dead focused on the hockey game. He does this. This is what he does. And from what I've heard, he congratulated him at the end of the game. All right. This is who he is. But I don't believe in actually calling out somebody's leadership at a 19-year-old kid because he didn't give you a fist pump and say congratulations.
Now
I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit. His leadership is going to come by what he does on the ice. And I agree off the ice with his teammates, too. All right? But Chelios and Savard addressed this as well, and they were just like, yeah, I mean, that's just who Connor Bedard is. I mean, he came and congratulated us after the game and everything. It's just he zones into the games. That's what he does.
But here's my question with that, because I don't really know what the problem with that was, but it's more that people took it out of context. Because it's not like they lost to whoever they were playing and he didn't shake hands or something. Like, like Queen James does or something like that.
Exactly.
But
he walks off the court
before the game. Or walk, but before the game, if it's like, hey, I'm locked in, hey, I'll holler at y'all later, let me focus. What's wrong with that?
There is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
and like Jeremy Roenick, and I'm saying this right now, I love the guy. He is who I idolized my hockey game on. I love the way he played, met him numerous times, the nicest guy in the world. So I don't think he meant for it to come out like this, but it made it sound like, why does it have to be about you, dude? No, I don't give a shit.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like it's about me.
Listen, yeah, but true. But here's the thing about that. So I want to play devil's advocate here, just based on what Roenick just said. So think about this, for example. Like, for instance, Kobe Bryant, great Kobe Bryant, used to always be zoned into the damn games. I remember one clip of Chris Rock, which was sitting next to him at the damn Laker game, trying to make a joke, trying to get him to just throw him off his square. Kobe was just zoned the fuck out. Like, he was just in this game. He wasn't thinking about nothing else. But even in certain other situations where you saw Kobe seeing somebody in the stand, shaking hands with Jack Nicholson, even shaking hands with LeBron or shaking hands with anybody, Snoop Dogg or Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle. It's like those people coming to that game, showing love and respect to you. You appreciated that, and that love was given back. Mm-hmm. From Roenick's perspective, I'm not saying that. Now, from what you just said, that he did shake his hand or bump him after the game was over, then yes, that matters. If he didn't do it at all, then I can see where he's frustrated at. But he probably felt slighted at the fact that, hey, I'm one of the Black Hawk legends here. You might want to do that.
That's exactly what it is.
Because think about this. We've had Jimmy Man and Silky on here talking about the very same things that this organization with the Bears don't show them fucking love and appreciation. And so we're supposed to show love to the elders that came before us who did this shit before these current players are doing it. And at the very least, just give them that. Even in that split second, just do that, man. It's paying homage, showing deference. At least give them that respect. You know what I'm saying? So
but this is the thing too, and I understand where you're going with that, Chicago. And in my opinion, the way I am when I played hockey and everything, I would have wanted to shake his hand and did all that stuff too. I would have. But Connor Bedard has like this little thing before games where he gets in the zone, he stays focused and everything. It's not like Jeremy Roenick went to everybody on the bench and got fist pumps and Connor Bedard ignored him. That would be a totally different story.
Okay,
that would be a totally different.
This is why context matters. Yeah. So
everyone was on the ice.
It was happening that he went to everybody and he just didn't do it. Okay,
everybody was on the ice and he was kind of zoned in, not even paying attention after the ceremony ended. When the players went up to him and all gave them fist pumps and everything, and then they walked away. Connor Bedard wasn't paying attention; he was just zoning. He's in his own zone. That's what he does. And Jeremy Roenick knows he's
a Gen X.
Yeah, and I'm at that point where the words that came out of JR's mouth was, and I know he's saying it, he's trying to say it like respectfully, but trying to correct or question the kid's leadership when he's 19 years old. Hey, you know what Patrick Kane was doing at 19 years old? He was banging every fucking chick that walked. All right, Connor Bedard don't do that shit.
Yeah, that was a bit of an overreach. He a Gen X or Gen Z or some shit like that. But
exactly, and I was just like, I know Jeremy Roenick.
It doesn't sound no Gen X thing because we got real tough skin as Gen Xers. We wouldn't care. So Jeremy Roenick and them, they just felt the Connor Bedard big time them, and that's okay.
Me personally, I'm just big on respect. So I just, and
I'm always about that.
I go to him and I just thank you, man. This, that, and the third, whatever the case may be, and just showing that respect. Because guess what, Bacard is going to actually be an older cat one day.
Yeah,
Lord behold, but he did it after the game.
He still went up to all the players at the end of the game when the game was over. He doesn't have to zone in and do all that type stuff. Congratulations.
So there's really no story here.
Yeah, that was acceptable.
For Roenick to say that and be butthurt, for Roenick to be butthurt about that, it's like, dude. Tell the full story. Okay, so you're mad because he didn't choose you first. You know what's most important? Game is most important first.
Yes.
I'll holler at you later.
Absolutely. And we have a long discussion. I'll be like, listen, man, listen, we can exchange numbers. I could be calling you up. You give me advice on what to do when it comes to playing for this organization, the whole nine. Yeah, after the game.
They have talked on so many occasions. They are like really good friends, him and Jeremy Roenick. Like, I mean, but then just question one little thing. Why did you have to
if this ain't his first encounter with him, why is he complaining about this?
Because it just wasn't in that situation where he felt like he needed to be recognized.
I think they didn't have a relationship at all. And see, again, context matters. When you give a little snippets like that, it's like, okay, I can see where he's coming from with his gripe. But then to know the backstory that this cat has relationship or some type of interaction with him, that makes a whole lot more sense. It's like, well, now you're just being upset for no goddamn reason. Like, he spoke to you before. Don't get all bent out of shape now.
It was just not at that moment where he wanted.
At the end of the day,
it's about making him. It's about making JR relevant.
Exactly. That's how I kind of took it as well.
At the end of the day, it's all about ego and politics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he still got an ego. He figure like, hey, I'll go on and I'm a trailblazer. I'll go on and let this trailblaze for you. You know what I'm saying? I'll let this roll for you guys. You know, show me my little respect. He didn't do it right then and there. Like Frank said, he was probably locked into the game. That's just the type of player that he is. But he did acknowledge the man after the game, acknowledge what he's going to done for the game of hockey, what he's going to done for the Chicago Blackhawks. And other than that, there's nothing else. I mean, your ego got hurt a little bit. It's cool. It happens. Shit. Everybody ego get bruised a little bit.
Yeah, keep it in. You don't got to cry about that shit.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. You're liking what you're hearing, like and subscribe to us, please. We appreciate it. So it's almost about an hour that we've been on. We haven't talked no Bears, so let's talk a little Bears. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna even talk right now. We're just gonna play some.
Hit it.
The Bears.
The Bears. Up that clock.
Whelan to punt it away. Cleaner operation this time, trying to pin everybody deep, and it's fielded on the far sideline. It's Blackwell, a little bit of trickery in the special teams game, and Blackwell is going to take it all the way for a Chicago touchdown.
You're never going to catch me.
Out late tonight. Love. He'll step up, wants a deep shot, floats it over the middle, and a sliding grab of the 23 by Luke Musgrave. Love sets it up for Kraft. Breaks the first roster in mid-October this year. Has been a revelation for the Packers.
Boring.
And the motion man, Jaden Reed, gets the carry. And Reed fumbles the football. He coughed it up, 1st and goal. The handoff up the middle, and it's DeAndre Swift.
Good. Hold there with the key block.
Quick snap. Love is in trouble. Tries to dump it off to Jacobs. Jacobs plucks it off the turf. And Jacobs making something out of nothing down to the 28-yard line. Willis looking for Kraft, and he leaps up to make the...
Earlier this season when it was a heavy run offense the first game.
And Jacobs, heavy on like the
that.
ground.
Brother,
And McManus is good. Again! And the Bears keep the drive alive from the Packer 40-yard line. It's Moore, flips to Allen. He wants to throw. Keenan Allen to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Willis wants to throw. He's blasted by Byard. The ball is out, and it's scooped up by Chicago.
I think he just shit himself.
They're trying to get some movement against a Bears team. No, they're going to snap it. They give it to Reed, trying to get to the edge, and the Bears are ready.
Say, congratulations. You played yourself.
That is one of the ones that's difficult when you get up here because of the talent level and how the windows shrink at the NFL level compared to the collegiate level.
2nd and 6, back to Moore. Blockers in front. DJ Moore weaving up the sideline. Moore inside the 10. Steps through.
You like that? You like that?
Afforded him the opportunity to make the first attempt at the catch.
41 yards later, and now Emmanuel Wilson bouncing to the edge. Now they've got to overcome 1st and 20. It's DJ Moore with a catch. He fumbles the football.
No. Wait.
3rd and 2. Wilson again, and Wilson will lose yardage. Good snap and hold. The kick by McManus on the way. It's low, but it's good.
Oh, good for you.
Williams over the middle. It's DJ Moore. He's got to get up. Good snap. Good hold. The kick on the way by Santos, and it is good.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Hey,
the song's over. Oh, shit. Okay.
Fuck Green Bay.
The only time I saw JB smiling was during that skit.
Oh, man. Listen, man, it felt so good. You know when you constipated, you take a nice long turd in the frozen toilet or whatever the fuck they call that goddamn stadium, and you just leave it there. Don't even bother to even just flush the damn toilet. Just leave it there. That's what the fuck it felt like. It felt like I felt 5 pounds lighter winning that goddamn game. It really did. It felt good. Fuck them green bastards. Fuck your city. Fuck your stadium. Fuck your goddamn state. We won the goddamn game. Shit. Fuck them. Fuck that draft pick. I don't give a fuck about that. Beating them bastards is what matters most.
Draft pick, but
God damn it. The goddamn light is on. Shit.
Frank, what did you think about the game?
Listen, I understand we wanted to improve our draft pick, but at the same time, if it was any other team but the Packers, maybe I would feel a little remorse, but I feel fucking great.
Absolutely.
Because we finally and you can't sit there, and I know I've been having this debate on those NFC trash talking pages with all those little fudge packers or whatever the fuck they're going to call themselves, saying, oh, we weren't even playing our starters. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You played everybody, and your quarterback and your wide receiver got hurt when they were playing us. They didn't
And
go
your damn quarterback got hurt too, soft motherfucker. Oh, his fingers hurt. Yeah. It's too cold out. He wasn't too cold for Caleb. He outplayed 2 of your goddamn quarterbacks. Fucking bums. Fuck them.
Yeah, JB didn't like that one. I don't know if Caleb really.
All right, JB, what did you think about the game?
I don't know if Caleb really outplayed them, but
they didn't do shit.
Caleb brought him back in the end.
Caleb didn't do.
Yeah, Caleb didn't.
He marched us down the goddamn field, JB. You're not going to do this.
That's what I said. He drove them down the field.
He drove us down the field like he did the last fucking time we played them. He drove us down the damn field, and we got the damn field goal. They didn't block shit. We are a blocked field goal miss away from being 2-0 against these motherfuckers. And he drove us both times.
No, sir.
Both times.
No, sir. No, sir. But at
the
same time.
Go ahead, JB.
I'm the cynic. I'm the one that's going to bring everybody back to reality. Yes, I'm happy we beat the Packers. Am I overly happy? No, because we're 5 and freaking 12.
Happy about the season.
No one's happy.
We suck. We beat the Packers, but we still suck. You know what? No, stop, because it's my time now. You know what they can say? Y'all had a little game. Guess what? While y'all going to Cancun, we going to the playoffs. Maybe they going to lose. I don't know. But you know what they're doing? They're going to the playoffs. You know what we're not doing? We're not even living up to expectations that we had last year. So I'm not going to get too high.
Guess what? They already cleared the goddamn lockout.
Hold on.
They're not
I'm not going to get too high. Hey, I'm still talking, bro. Hold on. I'm not going to get too high. I said I'm not overly happy. We beat the green bastards. You know what? It's always good to beat them. 2 golf claps.
That's all.
Because we got a lot of freaking work to do. And how dare we set the bar so low that we are acting like that's the freaking Super Bowl when this team sucks. We suck. And the only reason I'm not using the F-bomb is because I talked to my mother on the way home from that loss, and she watching right now, but I would be cussing and carrying on if my mama wasn't watching right now, and I still might. Mama, I'm sorry. But let's get a little perspective. I'm happy we beat them Green Bastards. I hate them just as much as anybody else. But let's not act like we did something so monumentous, because guess what? At the end of the day, no coaching, no good quarterback play in spurts, not consistent enough. No freaking running game. The defense, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where did you go, defense?
They stopped them.
I ain't seen this defense since the Titans game. I ain't seen this defense since the Titans game, bro.
Listen, all the points that you made makes perfect sense.
The Titans game,
they were flying all over the field. They were flying. That defense wanted to win, and I give credit. That defense wanted to win that game. Ron Hightower, I give credit to Ron Hightower. Because that was beautiful. And the kicking game, beautiful, everything that they did. But I'm not going to sit up here and give Caleb like he had such a great game. The kid threw for 148 again.
No
he
one
was
said
missing
that.
high and low.
He had a touchdown. He had a higher quarterback rating than both goddamn quarterbacks do.
Hey. God
21 for 29.
Chicago, I love you, bro.
It's still pretty good.
But we're going to have real talk on this show.
You're
going to have real talk on this show.
Hold on.
That damn touchdown, he threw a 1 yard screen to DJ Moore.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. One at a time. Y'all talking at the same time. I can't hear shit. So whichever one of y'all want to go
I don't
first.
give Caleb, yes, on the stats. I'll say this last piece and let y'all have it. I'm not giving Caleb no goddamn credit because he marched us down the field and threw a 1 yard screen pass to DJ Moore, and DJ ran 33 yards for the touchdown and bobbed and weaved. Caleb didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. DJ did that. Right. DJ Moore did that, bro. Quit giving this dude false flowers. He came in with all this hype. Now, did he have a good season for a rookie? Absolutely. But I'm not going to let, and I'm not talking about you all, because some of you all have mixed bags, but I'm not going to sit up here and let people still say that, hey, I remember he going to throw for 4,000 plus yards. He going to throw for 30 times.
I never said that.
We going to the
He had 3,500 yards. He had 4,000
I didn't
total.
say y'all, but it's still people out there that said that. Still people out there that said that. And there's people like Lorenzo Clemens that told us from jump, pump your brakes, he ain't that. And 5 and 12 with the 3,500 yards, the 20 touchdowns, 6 picks.
That's not all on him, though, JB. The 5 and 12.
They say it was all on him.
And what
his fault, it's Paul's fault, it's Eberflus' fault, it's Getsy's fault, it's Waldron's fault, it's any of them bastards that ain't worth a damn dime that this regime keeps bringing in. Now, let's talk some real talk.
Absolutely. Listen, the points that you're making, I'm not disputing or refuting at all. What I am simply telling you is the magnitude of this goddamn team versus this damn divisional opponent who has beaten us 11 straight fucking games, who we have not fucking beaten Lambeau Field since 2015. The magnitude of this win, this one win, means that fucking much. To beat them at that lamb-bum, shitty-ass, musty-ass, goddamn fucking stadium they fucking play in. That meant something. I'm saying, I didn't say that the goddamn boy had 300 and 400 goddamn yards passing. No. But he made key throws and key moments in that fucking game to at least keep us at bay. Now, granted, I do think not only was the goddamn defensive players playing well and playing hard enough to fucking win the game, I know a lot of these motherfuckers were playing for fucking incentive purposes. They had certain stats they had to fucking record to get 250,000 or 500,000 or 100,000. I know that. I know the fuck the game is. I know that shit. But with that being said, they said, you know what? Let's at least finish this shitty ass season off with a fucking win against this fucking team that thinks they fucking better than what the fuck they are. Because we are one missed field goal away from being 2-0 against these motherfuckers. Ironically, we have the same fucking divisional record in this fucking division as they do. And we have the tiebreaker. So we're actually third in the division record and they're last. So I'm not sitting up here telling you that we should have no fucking reason to be disgruntled about how fucking bad this season has gone. Absolutely. This season has been fucked 6 ways to Sunday. And it's because of the goddamn coaching, because of the goddamn offensive line, because of the goddamn GM and the goddamn front office too. But with that said, because winning has become in short supply, this fucking team, especially this goddamn year, given the goddamn expectations, I'm going to take the fucking win for what the fuck it's worth. And it was worth much more to beat them motherfuckers. Not just anybody, them motherfuckers. It meant something. I ain't saying it meant no goddamn Super Bowl. Hell no. I want my goddamn ring to talk bigger shit than this. But talking shit to these motherfuckers means some shit because they've been talking shit to us and about us for too fucking long. And I was sick of that. It was time to end that shit.
We know
Caleb is the one to know in 2000.
We know you took it a little bit more personal than most, Mr. Chicago.
Listen, y'all think I'm playing. I don't like shit about that.
We get it. I've gone and heard you where you talking about you have friends that's Green Bay fans and they gonna talk shit and it's hard for you to talk shit because they've been beating our ass. I don't think nobody actually. I think people are happy about the win. Yeah, I like the win. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, "Oh yeah, well, like the season was fucking great because we beat Green Bay." I don't think not one Chicago Bears fan is going to sit up there and say that we did.
Realistically, it's not true. Go in some of these groups.
Yeah, there are some people
who are celebrating like we just won World War III. No,
JB. No realistic Bears fan is saying that shit. No realistic.
They're saying it.
Be real clear.
Those are not realistic Bears fans. Those are the people that you're talking about when you talk about fanatics.
Yeah.
Listen to it. Just listen to us. And listen to my words. I want to beat the Green Bay Packers every time we face it because I hate them. I hated Don Majkowski. I hated Brett Favre. I hated Aaron Rodgers a little less because I actually like the Cal, but I still hate the team. I don't like Curly Lambeau, and I don't like Lombardi. To hell with all of them.
I don't like Favre, but I really don't like Aaron Rodgers. Fuck Aaron Rodgers as a person, as a man, as any fucking thing. I don't like that.
That our bar is so low that the only grace that we get as Bears fans is, well, at least we beat Green Bay once.
Listen.
That don't make you a little frustrated?
But you know what? You're talking about a small percentage of Bears fans. Don't make it seem like that's a big percentage of Bears fans that think that way.
They've been talking mess. Ever since Sunday, they've been talking mess in these groups. I'm in them. They've been talking mess.
I am too. I'm in these groups too.
Like we just won the Super Bowl. If we had to beat them,
even then, that's a small.
If we had to beat them and kept them out the playoffs, I'd have felt a little better. Like, you know what? At least y'all ain't going neither.
Yeah, but
you know what they can say? Y'all got it. But guess what?
I've only been talking shit to Green Bay Packer fans alone. I ain't talking shit to anybody else, ain't a Bear fan or a goddamn Green Bay Packer fan. The ones that talk shit to me that I know, I got cousins and friends who Green Bay fans. I'm talking shit to motherfuckers who from Chicago who are fucking Green Bay Packer fans. Oh, I'm on your goddamn ass. No, I'm talking big shit to them. But that's
why? Because you can say all you can say is we beat y'all one time and we're going to the playoffs.
That's just for the sake of talking shit among the goddamn rival between the two of us. That's it. I ain't going further than that. It's just this one.
That's like Zach LaVine saying, "I scored 40 tonight." But you
nobody
lost
gives a
the
shit if you lost. But this is the thing. This is the thing.
Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, you're asking me, in my opinion, here. Would I rather be in the Packers situation right now and possibly losing both games to the Bears but going to the fucking playoffs? I'd rather go to the fucking playoffs. There is no question about that. Not favoring the season that we had whatsoever. I'm not going and saying Caleb had a very good season. I did like what he did in important situations of a game. Yeah. I am 100% giving him that. But one thing I will question on what was said, JB, is you said you haven't seen the defense since the Titans game. That was week 1. They had the number one defense in the NFL.
They was flying around. They was hungry.
They was flying around in the Seattle game.
In the NFL,
the Seattle game and this game. It was flying around. The Seattle game, they gave up 6 goddamn points.
This defense fell apart when Montez Sweat hurt his ankle, and he wasn't the same person after that. And then it just fell straight to shit when we lost Brisker. It showed how important Brisker was to this defense as well. So they did. There's no question.
Don't minimize. Listen. Don't minimize how important it is for us to beat them green fucks. That's a priority. It ain't the biggest priority, but it's still a fucking priority.
It's important in a small bubble. Yeah. No, it is not important in a bigger picture.
If you're beating Green Bay, you're
overestimating.
Let me. Since you love stats so much, let me give you a very daunting and interesting fucking fact and stat about this goddamn game against these motherfuckers specifically. In the amount of goddamn times we lost to these motherfuckers, we lost to them over 55 times. And that's within 4 fucking quarterbacks. We have beaten them 16 times with 22 fucking quarterbacks. What in the entire fuck? Are you shitting me? 16 times and they beat us 55 times. We're only 4 quarterbacks in their goddamn existence of their goddamn franchise. We've had 22 quarterbacks and only beaten them 16 times. We've had more quarterbacks than wins against this fucking team.
Because one organization is clearly better than the other.
True.
Because they pick the right coaches and the better front office. I ain't denying that.
Absolutely they do.
Not denying that.
We've had George McCaskey stupid ass getting the right answers wrong on open book tests. And wonder why the fuck we ain't getting ahead here.
This is a beautiful segue. This is a beautiful segue going into when you just brought up McCaskey. Commish, can you bring up that beautiful fucking question that he was asked in the press conference today?
George, 14 years that you've been in charge, the Bears have hired 3 general managers and 4 coaches. What evidence is there that you learned from these processes?
Well, the idea is to get it right. As I said, Bears fans deserve a winner, and we're going to do everything we can. I think with Ryan's leadership and the process that he's outlined, and with guidance from Kevin, Ryan's going to make the best decision going forward.
But why will this be different than the previous ones? I mean,
well, Ryan has the benefit of his experience, and he has the benefit of the guidance from Kevin, who's been through this process before. So we're hoping for a better result.
All right. The only thing I thought of, and I wish I would have thought of this at first when I sent you that, Commish, was we needed to find a picture of that fucking reporter and put a Thug Life theme on him when the glasses come down and a cigarette out of his mouth, because that dude is my fucking hero. That was the best question I have ever heard a reporter say in my entire life of watching Bears football.
Frank, to even go further than that, I love.
Did he answer the question?
He didn't answer the question.
No, the fuck he did not. But here's the thing, though. Chicago media, I have so much fucking respect for because they ask the fucking questions that we want fucking answers to. I appreciate each and every one of them who is asking Pose, Warren, and George these goddamn questions, because these are the very questions that we are on this show talking about and answering with amongst ourselves. So they fucking owe us explanation and answers for these goddamn questions that they're being asked. Because Courtney Cronin, shout out to her. I fucking love her. She asked a great ass question to Ryan Pose in regards to what did you learn from?
Can we have that, please? Because that is so telling.
I fucking love her.
If we can get that like soon, because I don't think we have it up now. But if
I just want to ask y'all, when y'all saw that, like, how uncomfortable do you feel, all 3 of y'all, that Ryan Pose felt when that question was posed? Because he did not. You can tell by the body language. He did not expect that question to be posed. What did you learn? Like, what did I learn? Damn it, you're not supposed to answer me that. Who gave her the mic?
Yeah,
exactly, right?
Listen, JB, I'm glad you said, because there was 2 things that Paul said that I fucking hated. And I was like, you better not ever say no stupid shit like that ever again. The first thing he said was, when the question was asked about his extension, he was like, well, I'm not going to get into how much money I make and whether I'm extended or not. Wait, who the fuck asks how much money you make? We don't give a fuck about how much money you make. We care whether or not how long your ass going to fucking be here or not be here or not.
And he gave you, and the thing is this. I get what you're saying, but he told, like he said in the beginning, I told you this from day one. I'm not going to get into my extension or the amount of money I make. That was a clear.
About your money.
The thing is this: you'll find out shit. It's gonna come out. He just stood up there and said, "I'm not gonna get into it."
The other thing that he said, really, true to that point, Fal. The other thing he said that really pissed me the fuck off was about the whole making the net wider when it comes to the hiring, the coaching hires, whatever. Are we gonna be looking at some people that no one was ever even thinking about looking about? Motherfucker, that's what got us in this goddamn position in the first goddamn place. You go sit there and tell me we're straight fucking face. We gonna look for people that ain't nobody else thinking about? No, the fuck you won't. Because nobody thinking of goddamn flukes.
Was 3 people. That's the problem. The net wasn't big enough. The net was 3 people that you get to choose from.
No, Fal, you're missing my point.
And nobody knows who the fuck they are.
He said, I'm going to bring in, we're going to talk to people that no one was even looking at or had on their radar. Why the fuck would you do that? You're supposed to only look for the motherfuckers that's on everybody's radar.
Damn. Stay here. Blinders. Stay here.
This
I mean,
team
I
always
get
looking
that.
for a goddamn diamond in the rough, and you found some goddamn.
He just fired.
I get that, but was anybody looking for the Minnesota coach when he was hired?
We should have been.
Actually, yes.
No, they weren't.
Actually,
I don't think he interviewed with any other
There's
team.
no way. There's no way.
He had 2 interviews, Foul.
2 interviews? Okay, that's still 32 teams.
He had to. Thank you. He had to. Thank you. Thank
you.
He had to.
I ain't said shit.
Foul. If that's the case, then Airbnb
that man got hired. If he was so damn in demand as you saying he was, that man wouldn't have got hired 22 fucking days after our goddamn coach got hired.
If that's the case, Foul,
if he was in that damn,
guess what? Airbnb don't deserve a goddamn chance to even get looked at. Then, if that's the case,
I love Eric Bieniemy.
Ain't nobody looking at him now, right?
Who's that?
Let me tell you why you shouldn't say that. Let me tell you why you shouldn't say that. Let me tell you why you shouldn't say that. Hold on, Chicago. We'll get to Bieniemy in a minute. But Foul, let me tell you why you shouldn't say that. Because that just shows that the Bears messed this up from jump. That you didn't cast your net wide enough to include a Kevin O'Connell who got endorsed not only by Bill Belichick, but got endorsed by Tom Brady. Like, hey, I be talking to him on the sideline. He was my backup, and he knows a lot. That is a problem because Ryan Poles. Stop. Ryan Poles. Look, the one person that was on nobody's radar. He picked the one person that was not on anybody's radar.
Nobody's.
You have to honor that.
Nah,
they were going to fire his ass if we didn't hire his ass.
No.
Eberflus
was about to get fired.
He wasn't a big name on there. We're talking about
he about to get fired.
They were.
He wasn't up there like as far as he'll be like the number 1, number 2. But he was a person that people
he was on nobody's radar. Foul.
There were other.
He was on nobody's list.
Matt Eberflus.
And this is why I say you don't listen. Trace Armstrong got more power than y'all want to give him credit for.
Nobody's saying that.
Under his belt, he has Ryan Poles, Matt Eberflus, Luke Getsy. He's got Shane Waldron. All these people they kept bringing in Trace Armstrong's
GM, but yet you still want to say that the GM had a fucking chance to actually pick somebody that he wanted 2 days after he gets fucking hired.
Watch this, Foul. Watch this.
Now there's a fucking head coach.
The question was asked
because he emotionally hired. I knew after 20 minutes this was the guy.
Yeah.
And did you just hold on? But did you just not hear your fucking owner? So you think that my ass, I'm the fucking owner of the team. I said this.
Owner and the GM are both dumbasses.
What is your problem? You ain't gonna fuck up and get fired right now.
Foul. You missed the part where the damn reporter asked Poles about why did he retain Flus. Never mind hiring him. Why did you retain him? He didn't give no fucking body any damn interviews. He said, Flus is our guy. What the fuck?
I'm glad you said that. You want to know why? Because I was listening to a lot of podcasts today. And they said after that dumbass statement that George McCaskey said when he first got on, he said, I like to thank Matt Eberflus.
Yeah,
you know what everybody was sitting there saying?
He been gone 2 months ago.
We know now who didn't want to fire Matt Eberflus.
Bolt said that too, though. I think they have to say stuff like that. Like, thank you, Matt Eberflus, for fucking everything up. But
that's just being respectful.
And watch this.
It's playing the policy game, y'all.
Thomas Brown, he goes the last 5.
It's playing the policy game. That's just like when you hear certain players say something and you be like, oh, they shouldn't have said that. You should have kept that in the locker room. But when Peyton Manning came out and said, yeah, we lost because our idiot kicker went and got liquored up the night before the game, people were like, oh, go ahead on, Peyton. It depends on who you are.
Yeah,
it depends on who you are. And the problem with this organization is this. You're cheap. You don't hire. I'm tired. I don't want no more fucking first-time people here. I don't want it. I look at Harbaugh and his success. We ain't want to talk to him. I look at Bruce Arians and his success. We ain't give him a second interview. I look at Sean Payton, what he did with Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, who were in the playoffs, but we didn't want to pay him.
Dan Quinn
and his success.
Goddamn Spirit Airlines and was given a goddamn Greyhound ticket to go back home to.
This is the thing.
Stop making excuses for this piss poor ass organization and this piss poor ass GM.
Everything that you are saying is ownership.
Who's making an excuse?
Everything you're saying is ownership. Nobody
making an excuse. Who the fuck making an excuse? Am I sitting up here? Am I taking up for George McCaskey? No. Am I sitting up here saying what the fuck is happening? Yes. I'm not making no fucking excuses. I'm telling you what the fuck is happening. You just listen to what the fucking owner said. So what the fuck makes you think that this bone?
So you want to continue listening to a dummy?
The owner just sat up there and said some.
You want to keep listening to a dummy?
I have a question to ask.
I gave you your time to talk.
I have a question to ask you real quick about polls.
You want to keep listening to a dummy?
What are your thoughts on him getting extended or not getting extended? And what does that?
You want to keep them?
What does that fucking mean to you, Fal? What does that mean?
What does what mean? What does what mean?
Thank you,
what is the talks about polls either getting extended or not getting extended? Because that question was asked of him, Warren, and George. George said it's not indicative that the goddamn new coach comes in and has the same goddamn contract extension as the goddamn GM Poles. Poles don't need an extension just for us to hire a new coach. I said, oh, really? So that means
what's going to happen when he fails?
Prove it or lose it fucking basis. If he don't do this shit right this one fucking year, he's gone.
You asked the question, so where is it? Anytime if I sit up there and say anything that George McCaskey said is fucking right.
No.
It was a dumbass fucking statement. I told
you. That makes you look bad when you bring Cindy up as a player reference. That makes you look bad.
Hey, I have not talked. Shut, man, look. God damn, I ain't even talk. I can't even fucking answer the question. I have not once sit up there and made an excuse for fucking George McCaskey. I just sit up there and said that he said some bonehead, dumbass shit. That shit that you just mentioned that he said was dumb than a motherfucker. I'm not making an excuse for him at all. He has gone and fucked up royally. Too many fucking years. When the fucking intro on the fucking goddamn podcast says, I think that we should get rid of every fucking owner in Chicago. So when the fuck have I ever made an excuse for him? He said some dumbass shit.
I'm not talking about George, though.
Which makes me even further think that he does some dumbass shit where he will put shit off on everybody else just to make himself not look as stupid as he looks.
Fal, you missed my question. What are your thoughts on polls getting extended or not getting extended? Because you're more of a polls guy than any of the four of us on this goddamn panel. So what are your thoughts on that? Should he get extended or should he not get extended?
This is my thought on it. Me personally, I would have said up there, if you're not going to fire him, then you might as well fucking extend it. Because all you're doing is sitting up there and going back to the same fucking process. That's all you're doing. You're doing the same shit.
So basically, right now, at this point in time, he's on a prove it or lose it fucking situation.
And I think, and tell you the truth, I think that's wrong. I think that's a dumb move by the organization. It's just
what would be dumb is giving him an extension and he shits the bed again with his coaching hire, and you got to pay his ass to sit his ass at home. That would be dumb.
All right, this mother. All right, listen to what I'm saying. I am saying that if he doesn't get fired, then you might as well extend him, because for the simple fact that you're going to be repeating the same damn process over and over and over again that you've been doing. So my thing is, if you're keeping him, then you might as well extend him. If you want to fire him, then that's great, because guess what you can do? You can bring in the new fucking GM. And he can pick his new goddamn, he can pick his own head coach and all that shit.
That's
all I'm sitting up there saying.
That's a complete rebuild in Fal.
Because all you're gonna do is, let's say,
I hate rebuilding.
Hey, David on fire, boy. I like David.
I want to go on this as well. All right, because I mean, I don't agree with my fellow brothers below as far as the hiring of Eberflus, that bullshit that you're feeding. I don't think he had hardly anything to do with it. I don't believe that type stuff. But the question that you're asking is, would I extend him? No, I would want him fired right now. That's my opinion. Because I want a new head coach to come in with a new GM. I want that.
Who's your option for
getting it going on a prove it deal while giving a new head coach? I don't like that. I really don't like that, because I agree with what David's saying. Is I don't think he has done that much for us lately. He started off on fire when he was giving an absolute shit show. He started making great moves. I'm not going to say he's bad at drafting, because he has hit some home runs on some really good draft picks. All right,
home runs is a strong term, Frank.
I'm saying home runs on his first two drafts.
How many Pro Bowls and All Pros do we have?
I don't give a flying fuck about Pro Bowl. Fucking Mitch Trubisky made the fucking
players.
I don't give a shit.
Listen to me, Frank. These players played for that ring and the goddamn gold jacket that they fucking strive to fucking have. Why the fuck would they not care about Pro Bowls and All Pros?
I don't.
They care about that shit.
They absolutely care about it.
I'm glad you asked that, Mr. Chicago, too, because I will ask you this. Are those players that he's gone and drafted, how many of them motherfuckers have really been healthy?
It's been several of them that's been healthy.
No, I mean, I'm just being honest. It's not to come up with excuses. It's just like, how many of them players have really been healthy? Brisker's been injured throughout his career. Kyler Gordon has been injured throughout his career.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't put that on.
Isn't that part of evaluating players?
Yeah, that's where I was going.
You know, like,
what is the part of evaluating players? Health?
Come on.
Health.
Wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me health is a part of evaluating players?
Especially for them.
I supposed to be able motherfucker, it's a
word for that.
College. If the guy's fucking hurt in college and coming out of college and he's fucking
exactly.
I fucking understand. That has nothing to fucking do with the guy that wasn't.
Yes, it does. Foul. There's a word for it. There's a word for it, foul.
Brisker hurt in college. What's
and that's where I'm going with this.
Yes, Brisker has been hurt in college. Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Watch this, foul.
So Brisker, second round pick, did have tertiary injuries.
Yeah, there's a word.
Yes.
That's a word for that.
In college. Yes.
It's called availability.
Yes.
Hey, foul.
What did he have?
There's a word for it. There's a word for that. It's called availability. Availability.
What
How
did
the
he
fuck
have?
can I evaluate you means on the field while you're there and when your ass ain't out there?
I get the whole drafting the guy if he's
availability.
Hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Is an evaluation.
Brisker wasn't hurt when he came in when he was drafted. He didn't come in to hurt. Kyler Gordon didn't come in to hurt.
Not trying to say that he was hurt, but he had some injury history. History
of
injuries.
Availability is a part. Availability is a part.
Not trying to say he's coming into the NFL hurt.
Okay. Yeah, long history injury, right? Yeah, long history injury, right?
Listen to me. All I'm going to say is go look at Kevin White.
That's fucking hilarious.
And then go look at Jaquan Brisker's second year.
His second year what?
In college, he was hurt, bro. He was hurt.
Oh, my God.
Foul.
When you drafted
Kamagaji, hold on. So he was hurt, right?
When you drafted Kyron Kamagaji or Amagaji, however you say his name, he was hurt.
Hey,
he was hurt.
So tell me, so he shouldn't have drafted Brisker because he was hurt his second year of college. Hold on. So he shouldn't have drafted Brisker because he was hurt his second year of college.
No.
Not his junior year.
No.
We're not even listening.
That's not what we're saying.
I didn't say you don't draft him. I'm going to Frank's point where Frank said, I don't care about Pro Bowlers or All Pros. And to Mr. Chicago's point, the players care about the Pro Bowl and All Pro. That's more money in their pocket and more equity for when they go to other teams.
But I'm not a player, so I don't care.
Not only that, JB, availability is a part of the goddamn evaluation.
The original question was this. Remember, you and me, Mr. Chicago, got upset because Frank said Ryan Poles has hit some home runs.
He did hit.
We said, I wouldn't call them home runs. Maybe a triple, some good ground rule doubles. He ain't hit no home runs yet. Not one. Not one.
The fact that we don't have let's break down
how about
the
this? Potential home runs.
But okay, we can say some base hits and we scored some runs with them. Yes, we did. But let me tell you something. So a part of the evaluation process is availability, Foul. If your ass ain't fucking available, I have to take that into consideration. If you're not fucking out there to give us your goddamn 100%, how the fuck can I even say that you are a reliable fucking player on this damn team? That's part of the evaluation.
And when we gonna pay some bills, I need to re-up. David, we didn't want Jalen Carter because he was gonna be a problem.
I did look this up too, and you are right. Brisker missed a lot of games his sophomore year. He missed only one game.
I know this shit because I watched the Big Ten.
He missed only one game his junior.
Once again,
we didn't have
tell me this: was Brisker drafted his sophomore fucking year? Yes or no?
That's where I'm going with
it. I said CJ White.
He was not drafted his sophomore fucking year.
As far as the Yale guy,
he's not a good player.
Now, I give you Karam. I'm a guy.
Yes, the Yale guy, I agree on that.
I wanted Brisker. It's just it's risk reward. When he's good, he's great. When he's on the field, he's a problem. But
he's had 3 concussions in 3 years.
Games,
3 concussions.
He's gonna miss some games.
3 concussions.
Jenkins.
His last concussion was damn near fatal.
He gonna miss some games.
So what I'm sitting up there saying is that
his last concussion was damn near fatal.
My whole argument is that you can't predict fucking injuries in the fucking NFL. You can't sit up there and predict that shit. But it's not part of the evaluation. Oh, let me think. Shit, he may get hurt. Damn, maybe we shouldn't draft him. No, you can't do no shit like that because you can do that for every fucking player in the draft.
Actually, sometimes they do look at the way a player plays and says he gonna get hurt. They actually do that as part of the evaluation.
That is part of the that is part of the scouting process.
Like I just
actually do that.
That is true. That is part of the
I told y'all before when Ryan Pace drafted Tevin Jenkins' ass and he was already hurt in college, I said he gonna already fucking be hurt. So it's again, this motherfucker missed the majority of the goddamn rookie year, ain't playing till week 13 because his ass was already fucking hurt. But when he fucking got drafted, that was a big ass.
I understand a player like that when the player sit up there, he was hurt his fucking last year. He came in and he had surgery. I get that. I'm talking about guys that you're sitting up there that you're drafting that's already fucking healthy.
Here we go.
Chicago, you keep bringing up Jenkins. Poles did not draft Jenkins. Why do we?
Pace. I said
that was Pace. He said Pace. He said Pace. No, he said Pace. I heard him. He said Pace.
The Yale guy's really the only guy that he has drafted that has had injury history. Brisker was early in his college career. I cannot.
Doug Kramer. What's the other dude? Doug Kramer been hurt since he been drafted.
The third round picks have been terrible.
I said Doug Kramer has been hurt since he's been drafted. There was another lineman. I can't put his name on file.
I'm going with foul on that. You can't justify what they're doing, what they're going to be able to do in the NFL. That is really going to win a lottery ticket.
Third round. Here's what we need to do. He ain't on third round yet. He ain't on third round yet.
Listen, fellas, listen. We need to pay some bills, and then we actually need to take the next 30 minutes and dive into what has Ron Proles really done good versus what he just did.
Well, we got to.
But let's pay some bills. We need to at least pay
lately or his whole career.
I don't want
to. No. It's tenure. It's tenure.
I'd rather get into look into the future.
Standards prevailed, when excellent craftsmanship was displayed and treated with the utmost importance. Acquire the crisp, refreshing taste of Moore's Beer. Moore's Beer. Raise your standards.
Chicago Clubhouse Podcast is brought to you by Moore's Beer and In the Zone. Make sure you get your In the Zone gear, which is Frank is proudly over there modeling off right there. In the Zone gear, fresh sporting gear. Get it by In the Zone. And also Moore's Beer, great tasting. Frank is going to have some. So has...
Still waiting for my belt too, by the way.
Yeah, and we got Fantasy Jocks as well. He just threw that up there. Fantasy Jocks is one of our sponsors as well. Anytime you got needs as far as when it comes down to fantasy, whether it be football, basketball, or whatnot, get your championship gear at Fantasy Jocks. They got belts, they got rings, and all those type of things. I personally, I don't want to get into no. I think we should get into head coaching because this is what we've been sitting up here talking about as far as when it comes down to the Chicago Bears. We know that our season is over with. 5-12 season. We had some games that as quick as we 5-12, we could have been 12-5 as well this year. Just bad coaching. Coaching, a GM's job is to accumulate the talent. It's up to the coaches to develop that talent. So our coaching has not been good. I know a lot of Bears fans, their number one choice is Ben Johnson. I don't know about Ben Johnson, and then the reason why I don't know is because
you don't
we still stung by the Matt Nagy's of the world and the Matt Eberfluses and the Mark Trestmans about these first year coaches. The Chicago Bears, their last 5 out of 6 coaches have all been first year coaches. If you go to Eberflus, Nagy,
look at their history.
Yeah, just the history.
Nagy ain't no Ben Johnson. I can tell you that fucking much.
I'm not going to chime into that now. I'm going to wait for my turn because everybody knows who my number is.
Man, you got. These are the candidates. You got Ben Johnson. You got Aaron Glenn. You got Mike Vrabel. You got Brian Flores. You got the DC over there in Miami. I think they just put Joe Brady on there.
Yep.
Just denied the Bears the ability to talk to Mike McCarthy. The Dallas Cowboys said that they denied us to talk to Mike McCarthy. I'm happy they did that shit because I ain't want fucking Mike McCarthy.
Hey, that is actually a great thing because does that mean that the Cowboys just re-signed Dak to $58 million a year and you're bringing back McCarthy? They're fucked.
They are. Let them have that shit. But what I'm asking y'all is give y'all top 3 or top 4 coaching candidate preferences that you would like for us to actually.
All right, JB, you can go ahead and kick it off. Who are your top 3 coaching in a particular order that you would like to see? Who's your number one?
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna just go my pairing. I want a combination of Brian Flores, Eric Bieniemy, and I want my DC to be anywhere from Robert Saleh, Leslie Frazier, or even if you want to get a throwback, go and get Ron Rivera back.
So are you saying Bieniemy at the OC?
Saleh is already interviewing for Jacksonville's head coach's job, so he's not looking for a coordinator job.
I already got and everybody got their personal preferences and feelings. I just think Ben Johnson is gonna take that job because that division is easier to win. That's just my personal opinion. Because the Bears and the Jaguars are the same shit show. They're the same bullshit. They really are.
No, we got more talent.
I think Albert Breer, if I'm not mistaken, I think he came out today and basically said that right now Ben Johnson only has really 2 teams that he's looking at, and that's the Bears and the Patriots.
Yeah. But we know Mike Vrabel.
You know that shit gonna change.
Vrabel, I did hear the Jags too for him though. I did hear there are.
No, I'm talking about.
I heard the Jags because
I'm talking about recently. Hold on, this is the reason why I'm sitting out there talking about recently because it literally came up like within the last 4 to 5 hours, and the reason why they didn't say the Jags is because of the GM there.
David,
I think
please, for the love of God, no.
Something's going on with. I think his name Taper or where the hell his name is.
No, his name is Trent Baalke.
Trent Baalke, what the fuck it is. They're not really. He's not really high on them. So this is what Albert Breer said, NFL Insider. This is what he said. He said right now he's hearing is between the Patriots and the Bears. I don't know. shit changes as time goes on.
Yeah, there's a new candidate every week.
Yeah,
it's gonna be that too, especially given you can actually interview these.
All right, Frank, who are your top three?
Who Poles has his eye on?
True.
Remember that?
Not yet. We don't know that yet.
All right. So this is the thing. JB, I do like the idea of Ben-Ami at the so I'm not against that one bit.
No one's looking at Ben-Ami though.
Or even if it comes to a point where if you do get a head coach who brings in his OC, I wouldn't mind seeing Ben-Ami as a quarterback coach again.
All right, hold on. Before I get to you, Frank, JB, are you willing to trade picks to bring in a coach?
That was asked. That was a question that was asked. Paul said he's considering that. He said he's considering that.
He's considering all options. In trouble.
No, this is the same idiot that Ian Cunningham on that.
Tyreek's back. Tyreek, what do you want?
Because he was going to trade for Roma Doomsday. We need
Tyreek,
to stop
I hope
dude.
your ass gets traded.
We need to stop this dude. We need to
stop.
JB,
listen. As much as you and I both are Eric Bieniemy fans. No one's looking at him, and I don't appreciate that shit. Like he deserves a fucking chance to be looked at somewhere in this goddamn NFL. But this whole he don't interview well or he don't look well at interviews, that shit is stupid as fuck to me. But again, they're blackballing him and not giving him a fucking chance.
Hey, Matt Eberflus interviewed very well, and look how that turned out.
I can get
that's
Mark Trestman was the smartest guy in the room.
I care about your resume. I don't give a shit.
Me too. I don't give a fuck about who the fuck you like. I care about can you do the job.
Anytime Patrick Mahomes comes out and says, "Yeah, that's the dude. He a motherfucker, but that's the dude."
And that's what I'm saying. Eric Bieniemy and Matt Nagy are not the same person. Eric Bieniemy was the actual offensive coordinator. Matt Nagy just does what the fuck Andy Reid tells him to do, and he was a quarterback coach. Matt Nagy was not the offensive coordinator. No, he's not.
Here we go. Where my quarterback sets are going to be, and you guys all know, Ben Johnson's my number one choice. He is. He's my number one choice. And this is why I am saying Ben Johnson. And I understand what you guys are saying with a Matt Eberflus or a Matt Nagy or a Mark Trestman. Not one of those motherfuckers did anything positive to me to get a head coaching job.
Absolutely.
Mark Trestman shined in the Canadian Football League. I can give a flying fuck.
Get the fuck
all right,
out of here.
Matt Nagy got the playbook taken away from him because he sucked in important games. That is not somebody who I'm firing.
And KC's offense is struggling.
Eberflus was a defensive coordinator, but he was a good, safe defensive coordinator. He wasn't like your Flores.
Wait, who you just say? Who was a good?
I was saying Eberflus. Eberflus was like your good, but like safe style defensive coordinator. I would rather have somebody like a Flores who's going to fucking ram that shit down your throat. That's who I'd rather have. But the thing is with Johnson, what the fuck has Johnson done negative that you can say?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The more I've watched the Lions, this fucking Lions team has been beating motherfuckers.
And this is
Ben Johnson has been fucking cooking, man.
Your head
I'm not
coach,
gonna sit up and deny that, man. Shit.
Your head coach
he's
is
mainly
a defensive-minded head coach. He's not an offensive guy. Ben Johnson has given you the top three offenses. No, I think one out of the last 3 years he was top three. 2 out of those he was number one offense in the NFL. All right. I do not want to give up another chance to get a Matt LaFleur or a McVay or somebody like that to head coach. And I understand everyone is saying, we don't know if he's going to be the leader amongst men. And you're right. But nobody's going to fucking know that until he gets into the locker room.
I got to dig a little deeper, Frank, because it's not just that. The leader of men thing, you never know if that happens until you're put in that position.
Until you put in that position. That's what I'm saying.
But what we do know is the things that Ben Johnson runs and he's successful with is based on what the Lions have. The Bears don't have that. So it's not going to look.
We got weapons now.
But this is the thing. Ben Johnson has.
We don't have the offensive line. I give you that.
Hold on. Let Frank finish his point.
Ben Johnson
I was addressing Frank's question. The people. You said, what has Ben Johnson not done?
There's no question. He has the people around him to be successful where he is in Detroit. And we're worried about that with an offensive line. But his ability to keep defenses so much thinking and off balance is going to help any offensive line that you have.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say any offensive line because this offensive line sucks shit.
I'm not saying it's going to make us a great offensive line. I'm saying it's going to help any offensive line.
My hand is raised.
Go ahead, John.
Then I got to get my next two in. So go.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Frank, to a point, because there has to be something said about that offense being led by Jared Goff, a veteran quarterback who has been to a Super Bowl and been coached by Sean McVay. So the translation is a little bit smoother. Caleb, albeit a talent, ain't Jared Goff. Here.
But I mean, this is my problem though. This is my problem though, and I understand here. I don't want him to be a Jared Goff.
I don't want to be
Jared Goff is an above average quarterback who shines in a phenomenal system. You put Jared Goff on this.
Jared Goff has been shining his whole goddamn career in fucking great ass offenses, JB.
Is that what you want? Is that not what you want?
Yes, but I would rather have him with a very high potential quarterback. That's what I'm saying. And as far as my other two, all right, I still would love to at least interview and hear what John Gruden has to say. All right, and I'm sorry, I love his interviews and how much he's talking on how he is going to how he would fix things. I like how he does that, but he's kind of my floater. All right, my other two are Pete Carroll and Ryan Flores. Those are my other two.
All right,
so go ahead, Mr. Chicago.
All right, for starters. Now, again, the momentum has been gained. Like, Ben Johnson's been gaining momentum when it comes to being a coaching candidate for this goddamn team. And I've been like, you know what? I'd like to see what the fuck he can do with this goddamn offense. Because I need a fucking I need a coach that's going to be glued to the hip of Caleb and help him lead this fucking team down the goddamn field to score more points and get more goddamn yards. Because I'm tired of our goddamn offense being fucking 12th and 15th, and our goddamn our offense is like 29th and 30th, and our defense is fucking top 10 or top 12. I'm sick of that shit. We stopping motherfuckers on third down, but we're not converting on third down on offense. So it's like, I'm sick of that shit. But the one goddamn person, the number one choice right now for me still remains is fucking Joe Brady. What the fuck he's doing in Buffalo is fucking incredible. Joe Brady has been fucking balling in Buffalo. I don't know how much fucking attention you've been paying to them, but Joe Brady got Josh Allen in the fucking MVP candidate.
I have a huge Josh Allen
and mind you, JB, listen to me. Just before you start getting all outraged about it, look at what the fuck talent that the damn Buffalo Bills have. They don't have not 1,000-yard goddamn receiver, and goddamn Josh Allen is playing like a goddamn fucking MVP candidate right now. He has over like 12 goddamn touchdowns rushing, and he has over like fucking 30 some goddamn touchdowns passing.
You sure they don't have a 1,000-yard receiver, or they don't have one that has been thrown 1,000 yards this year? Because they got a 1,000-yard receiver. His name is Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper don't have 1,000 yards. He don't have 1,000 yards.
No, you didn't hear what I said.
He don't have 1,000
You didn't hear
yards.
what I said.
No, he's a 1,000-yard receiver. He don't have 1,000 yards. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No,
and that's what I just said.
Coleman doesn't. Shakir doesn't. Amari Cooper doesn't.
When you bring a 1,000-yard receiver to your team,
and
you bring that person to your team,
James Cook got 16 goddamn rushing touchdowns this fucking year. He's one of the goddamn leaders in the fucking touchdowns this year as a fucking running back. That offense has been moving. That offense scored 40 fucking plus points in 4 fucking games this year. 4. One of the games was against the goddamn Lions. Against the Lions, he scored over 40
Can I tell you another stat that's very telling? Josh Allen only been sacked like 15, 16 times all year.
And he's only thrown the goddamn interceptions
all year.
6 times. 6 times. He'll throw 6 interceptions. And he's been interception prone every other goddamn year up until now.
This is
Joe Brady has done a damn good job with that fucking Buffalo team.
I'm not denying
Joe Brady. That's about Josh Allen. That ain't got shit to do with Joe Brady. That's Josh Allen.
You're not going to sit there and credit one goddamn coordinator and not credit the other goddamn
coordinator. 250, you can't tackle him. That's Josh Allen. That ain't got shit to do with Joe Brady.
Hold on, Mr. Chicago. All right, so you got Joe Brady as your number one. Who's the other two?
All right, you got Ben Johnson, of course.
Exactly, Lorenzo.
Not thinking about that no one has mentioned. Todd Monken. What the fuck he's doing with Baltimore's offense is fucking impressive as well. Lamar Jackson is balling the entire fuck out. It's hard to not give him a third goddamn MVP because he's balling. And Derrick Henry was on the brink of having 2,000 yards. Listen to this shit. Derrick Henry damn near got 2,000 yards the same fucking year that fucking Lamar Jackson threw over 40 goddamn touchdowns with only 4 goddamn interceptions. That's Todd fucking Monken. He's doing a great fucking job with that goddamn Baltimore offense.
Yes.
Damn, what happened to Chicago?
Did he get cut off?
I don't know what the fuck happened. But Todd Monken doing what the fuck he was doing.
Even God was telling you to what the hell happened?
Fuck, I don't know.
Even God is telling him to
do not bring him back in.
What happened?
The F-bombs have to stop.
What happened?
The F-bombs have to stop.
I wanted to answer his questions, though.
I don't know what that's all about.
Well, this is where
wait.
Well,
so I'm the only person that's used the F-bomb? Okay, never mind.
I think you've used it. I think you've used it the most.
Okay, Todd Monken, Ben Johnson.
You've excessively used it, and that's why I pulled you.
Okay, all right. Todd Monken, Ben Johnson, Joe Brady.
Yeah, you said You said Joe Brady. Joe Brady's number one. Todd Monken.
I would consider either Aaron Glenn. As much as I don't want a defensive-minded coach, I would consider between Flores and Aaron Glenn. But I really want an offensive-minded guy here because we need this offense to just take the hell off. I'm tired of having to rely on the damn defense all the damn time. I need the offense to be pulling their own damn weight and actually scoring more goddamn points than what the hell they've been doing. If I can get 24 points at this damn offense, the defense got the rest. We're winning those games that we've ended up not fucking winning during the last few minutes of the damn games that we've had. We've had 6 games total, 6 maybe 7 games that we could have easily won that were 1-score games. And Caleb has put us in positions to get down the field to win those potential games, and we still end up losing. This last game,
where have you heard that before?
Huh?
Where have you heard that before? I'll wait.
Where have I heard what before?
What you just said.
What?
A quarterback putting us in position to win 1-score games, but we didn't win. Where have you heard that before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, Justin Fields did that too. Yeah. But the thing is, he did that with his legs. He wasn't doing that with his arm. Listen, the 2 things can be true, JB.
Did it.
Listen, I'm all with you with the fact that this organization did not do him any favors, but at the same time, he didn't do himself any favors either. He
turned the ball over way too many times in important situations.
He did. And Caleb has been securing the ball.
All I'm saying is this.
Caleb ain't been turning the ball over like that. And I appreciate that. I need him not to turn the damn ball over.
This is where before because I don't think Foul has his coaches yet.
Throwing too many picks.
So, before Foul goes to his coaches, I just want to say one thing about yours, Chicago. The question here is, then why didn't it work for Nathaniel Hackett when he had Aaron Rodgers?
Because he was a white privileged hire. He didn't deserve no damn job.
I mean, but that's where I'm going with this. You're going to give Joe Brady a head coaching job when Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
I mean, no. You would not dare compare no damn Nathaniel Hackett to no damn Joe Brady. No, you would not do that. No,
they had one of the best offenses with Aaron Rodgers. So yeah,
Joe Brady is actually doing the damn work to be he's an offensive coordinator. Nathaniel Hackett ain't do nothing but laugh at some corny ass jokes and hand him his damn Gatorade bottle.
But then you're also flipping it over to Lamar Jackson. This is the same exact type thing. But the key thing to think about is both of those coaches don't run any system that you want or have any talent on this offense can be run here.
That's not true.
That is 100% true. I don't want Caleb.
That's very true.
I need Caleb to be running the damn ball.
I don't want him to be running the ball like that.
I don't need him not to be running the damn ball and taking hits.
If you kept Justin Fields, those might be good hires.
Caleb had almost 500 yards rushing.
Ben Johnson had Jared Goff. I'm going to leave it with that one. So I understand the Ben Johnson.
That's a difference.
Caleb is top 10 for quarterbacks with rushing yards. Y'all do know that, right? He has almost
500
yards rushing.
Yeah. Now, before you go, I just want to educate Mr. Chicago on one thing. While you talking all this Joe Brady stuff, you realize Josh Allen's best ever season was actually under Ken Dorsey.
That is 100% true.
Actually, it's not.
Yeah, it was.
It's right now.
No, actually, look it up. It actually is.
His first year under Brady was his worst.
So why did Ken Dorsey get fired then? I'm gonna ask you that question. Why he get fired then? My point exactly. Joe Brady has this damn offense booming, man. Let's stop.
When you have a dude,
this is the closest MVP year he's
stop. No. Listen to me.
He's played.
You gonna listen or you gonna keep yapping?
We are running out of time. We still got to get with Foul.
Because Foul, I'm so sorry about this, but when you tell me a dude got 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 10 picks, and then this year you want to rave about 37 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 6 picks, give me that 4,500 and that 37 touchdowns and 10 any day.
100%.
That was under Ken Dorsey.
All right, go ahead.
Josh Allen
you forgot the 500 yards and 12 rushing touchdowns that he got this year.
No, I didn't. I said I don't want my quarterback running that much.
Don't you forget that. No, that's included in that too. That's included in that. Because despite what Caleb has done, despite the dysfunction around Caleb has 3,500 damn yards with 20 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. That's a pretty good damn rookie season, if you ask me. In totality, he has 4,000 total yards. That's pretty good.
It's a good season. It's a good season. All right, so my top 3 goals as follows. My number 1 choice will be Brian Flores. I love Brian Flores. I love the defense that he brings. You know what I'm saying? As far as his OC, he could bring a guy like Jim Caldwell over. Jim Caldwell is a guy that's an offensive mind. He's also a guy that's older. So you don't really have to worry about, I think, because Jim Caldwell, was he in his late 60s, early 70s?
Like 67, 68.
Yeah. So you're talking about a guy that's not going to be probably looking to be a head coach anywhere because, he's going to probably be looking to be on a fucking island somewhere.
I love a quarterback coach for the
So I wouldn't mind having him be there to tutor him. We already know what Brian Flores does. He's a guy that commands respect. I know everybody keep talking about everything with the tour thing, like I tell people, just like
wasn't wrong.
Where is
he was wrong for how he addressed
Why is everybody so sensitive about Tua? Tua is not a top 10 quarterback.
No, he's not
in the league.
No, he's top 10. Well, no,
he's a top 15. I'm going to give him that.
Man got ostracized for saying I want Justin Herbert instead of Tua.
It's and who's better?
Justin Herbert is better than Tua.
Listen, he apologized for that.
Herbert was on that line.
And there's nothing wrong with him apologizing with it. All I'm saying is that you got a coach that's going to come in and he's going to hold players accountable. Nobody's never said that Brian Flores didn't hold his players accountable. They said the guy, he coaches hard. So I would love to have a Brian Flores. My number 2 will probably be a Mike Grable, another guy that's going to come in and hold players accountable. I get what you guys saying about this whole offense thing. That whole offense thing is cute. It's cute because this right here is a team game. It's bigger than one individual. Caleb, yes, he's important, but this is a team game. All right, so it looks great that Caleb, he's throwing for all these yards and doing all that, but the defense sucks. The team is totally, we're going in another 5-12 year because
culture.
The Lions are playing both offense and defense great. Why the hell can't we do that?
You said what?
Why do we have to give up one just to be better with the other?
I'm not saying that we do, but my thing is this. I don't know with a first-time head coach if he's going to be that guy. I've been burnt too many times with a Matt Eberflus.
I like Mike Vrabel. I just think he's a lock
with a Matt Nagy. I've been burnt too many times with a Mark Trestman, with a Dick Duran.
With a Dave Weinstein.
Pretty good
Dick
coach.
Duran was terrible.
I've been burnt too many times.
We've heard from numerous players who played under Dick Duran. He was a very good coach. I don't want
to sit up there
one good season
again.
No, one good season. That was it. But no, Mike Vrabel was a great coach. Don't get me wrong. And he's a hard-nosed, take no shit kind of coach. But guess what? He's not coming to Chicago. He's either going to the Raiders or he's going to the Patriots, where he knows best. Where he knows Robert Kraft and that family very well. He wouldn't come here for none of that. He's going to where the hell he knows and be respected and appreciated and be able to do his damn thing. He knows Robert Kraft ain't going to get in his damn way.
Very good
Robert Kraft going to let him do what he does.
Point, buddy.
And my third coach will be most of you guys' favorite Ben Johnson.
To the second half.
Ben Johnson. If you're gonna go with the first year coach, he will be my number 1. If that's the route that you want to go with a first year head coach, he will be my number 1. Yeah. Me personally, I want a guy that is experienced, that's gone and done this. Mike Grable's experienced, Brian Flores' experience. You talking about 2 guys that actually had pretty good records when they were head coaches. The thing that I heard about Mike Grable was fired or let go there in
Tennessee.
What you call it? Where the hell he was at?
Tennessee.
Was because they felt, and this may be a problem, they felt like he was too powerful there within the organization.
It sounds like something the McCaskies would say.
Because he had direct access to the owners and did not have to talk to
Jay Grizz, I picked Gruden, my man.
And that's exactly why he's going to New England, because him and Robert Kraft know each other very well. He has a great relationship with Robert Kraft, and Robert Kraft don't let him do what the hell he does. So,
Grizz, I can't give Gruden no love, man. I'm sorry.
I got to give Gruden love. Gruden deserves
Listen,
love.
Gruden, Frank, let me ask you a quick question about Gruden. What the hell has he done besides win the damn Super Bowl that was already made for him in 2003? Because he ain't do a damn thing.
You literally listed something that not one coach other than Pete Carroll can say he has.
That was in 2003. That was over 20 years ago. What has he done?
I'll ask you, Frank.
When was Harbaugh winning? A long time ago. He got another chance, didn't he?
That Super Bowl was
Tony Dungy's team.
That had shit to do with John
Tony
Gruden.
Dungy built that team. Gruden just added the pieces to it. I'm not denying.
And listen, as much I love,
he didn't add no pieces. He took it over and just happened to win.
He just took the team and won it. That's all the hell he did. As much I love Pete Carroll, Pete Carroll's 126 years old.
At the end of the day, I think we all can agree. We want a coach that's going to come in here that's going to, change the culture, that's going to hold players accountable. I'm not one of those people that talking about, oh man, like I was listening to Waddle and Sylvie today, and they were sitting up there. I think Waddle says that common sense is to hire Ben Johnson because you're going to invest it so much into the offense. Well, you're going to invest a lot of money into the defense.
You did invest a lot of money.
I just want a guy that's going to come in here and win games. I don't want a guy that, oh yeah, he's great for Caleb Williams, but the defense and the culture and the special teams, all that shit.
Everybody else struggling.
No. I have a question for
Caleb Williams, though.
I have a question for you, Fal. I have a question for you, Fal. What's the number one common factor with every damn team that's currently in the playoffs? What's the one thing that you could point to and say about that team consistently, about every team that's in the playoffs? Now, I'm asking Fal this question. I want him to answer this question because this is going to actually go against what the hell he just said.
What? They score points or what?
No, it's much more simpler than that.
What's it? What is it?
The competency and the greatness of the fucking quarterbacks. The quarterbacks, the great ones and good ones, are the ones that's in the goddamn playoffs right now. Did you notice that? Every last one of these damn teams, with the exception of maybe one, have good to great quarterbacks.
Well, it's the thing about it. You kind of think about it. Most times when you're in the playoffs, it is because of a good quarterback.
So if you have a good quarterback, you're going to the fucking playoffs. That's my damn point.
The defense is winning.
This is the thing about it. We're not sitting up there. That's the thing about it. Who says that a defensive coordinator still can't get the damn quarterback to play good? Who says that he couldn't play good? I said I'm not trying to overly fall in love with a guy that can sit up there and just make the quarterback good. The rest of the team looks like shit because hold on, because the same teams that you talking about with them quarterbacks, guess what? Their team looks good. It ain't just a fucking quarterback.
Got a good question for David right there.
First and foremost looks good, which is why the team looks good. The team looks good because the damn quarterback.
The team ain't just good because of the fucking quarterback.
Answer me this question, Fal. How many of these goddamn teams that's in the league, that's in the playoffs right now, have offensive-minded coaches? I bet you don't know the number. Think about it. I'll let you think about it.
How many of them are?
I know who it is. It's 3.
I'm
How
actually
many of those coaches have won?
Andy Reid,
Andy Reid, all offensive-minded quarterbacks.
Let me see. Right. Andy Reid, shit, it ain't Detroit. Minnesota.
All right.
Green Bay.
All right.
Yeah.
Green Bay is an absolute yes.
Who else?
Who else in that motherfucking playoff?
Who is the head coach for the Bills anyway?
Sean McVay.
McDermott.
Well, McVay, I was gonna give
absolutely is an offensive-minded coach.
But McVay was not an offensive coach at first.
It doesn't matter. He's an offensive coach now.
That's why I said if you're talking about where
he is offensive minded now, though.
He's an offensive minded coach.
But this is also what I said up in our team.
You're missing one glaring.
Keep going.
While you're talking about the offensive
again, like I just said, that's 5. Keep going. It's more.
While you're talking about the offensive coaches, guess who are right now some of the longest tenured? One is Mike
Two
Tomlin.
of them are special teams coaches. Two of them.
Exactly. 2 of them are special teams coaches. Mike Tomlin,
the longest tenure.
And Jim Harbaugh. John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh. Andy Reid is not the longest tenured. That would happen to be Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin is the longest tenured.
Tomlin's about like a year or 2. Yeah. Well, technically, no. Andy Reid has been coaching longer. He ain't been coaching the Chiefs longer,
but he's not. He hasn't
been coaching the Chiefs.
Right. I said coaching though. I'm talking about Andy Reid. He's the oldest. He's the most senior one.
Yeah.
So again, you're making my point. The ones that scoring the damn points, the ones that are leading the damn offense are the offensive.
Washington too.
But check this out. Since you're saying that, because I can counter with this.
Defense.
I can counter with this. Over the last 4 years, how many offensive-minded coaches have been fired?
That's 6.
Most of them.
Offensive-minded coaches have been fired. That have been flakes. That ain't been shit.
There's been a lot of defense coaches been fired too. What's your point?
Most of them.
It's been a lot of defense coaches fired too.
There is probably double the amount of offensive.
How about this?
Shout out.
I'm an offensive coach that I'm calling an audible
Lovie
right
Smith,
now.
right?
We are wrapping this up. We
Goodbye.
are saying goodbye.
You're a killjoy.
Everybody, goodbye.
You're a killjoy.
Bye, Felicia.
By yourself.
Can you give us a little shout out music?
All right. Chicago, you want to start us off with a shout out?
Why don't you go ahead and kick off the shout outs, man? Try to keep it to 1 minute or less.
Or less. Not more. Less.
Who you say first?
Chicago. Go ahead, kick it off.
All right. Well, first and foremost, guys, quick shout out to y'all. It's always a pleasure to be on the show talking Chicago sports as usual. I appreciate that. I want to give a really special shout out to the Chicago sports media for asking these great questions that we've been looking to get answers to from this damn team for God knows how long. Right. So I appreciate them for asking these tough, aggressive questions and then rephrasing them to get some type of answer from these damn from the owner in the front office. I appreciate them for that. Appreciate the Bears, man. Going out, despite having a terrible ass season, we went out with a damn bang, beating them green bastards. I care about beating them green bastards. Whether anybody else care about it or not, I don't like nothing about that damn city or that damn stadium or the damn team for that matter, or even the damn state. I don't like the damn state of Wisconsin. Okay,
Have you been to the stadium?
I've been to the state once. Not impressed. I'm not moved by it. I'm just not. That's just me.
You got good cheese.
I pissed on the building, so I'm not.
They got good cheese.
I don't eat they expired ass cheese. I don't bother with damn cheese. The shitty ass beer they have there too. It's just terrible. But I mean, the fact that we ended a damn year, absolutely. We ended the damn season with a win at Lamb Bomb Field. Caleb is now 1-0 in 2025. That's something to look forward to now going into the damn season. To hopefully we can build on something and actually be a formidable damn team going into the next damn season. I am looking forward to see what this coaching hire is going to be like. I'm not getting my hopes up high that they won't screw this damn coaching decision up, but I will give them credit if they don't screw it up. So kudos to the damn Bears for going out there, giving it they all, and going out there and getting this damn win and cutting my damn light back on. Because my light ain't been on in 2 damn months.
Yeah, but the
so I
electric
appreciate
bill
them for
isn't
that.
complaining.
Chicago against the goddamn world, man. And I mean that shit. Let's go.
All right. It's on you, Frank the Tank.
All right. Shout out to all you guys. Tuesdays always checking my calendar. It's always fun, especially when we actually have something good to talk about with beating Green Bay. Am I happy? No, I'm not happy with what the fuck the Bears did this season. It was a flat out fucking embarrassment. But at least they put some happiness back into me to finish off the season by beating those sons of bitches at their own home field, which makes it even better. Other than that, I got nothing else, man. Let's hit it with the next one.
Oh,
that's all you got? Oh, okay.
Let me also give a quick shout out to the Michigan Wolverines for beating Alabama ass 2 years in a damn row. I fucking appreciate that. To hell with the goddamn SEC. It's about the Big Ten. We run this shit now. So
you did
the
just
SEC reign is over with.
You did just give me one of mine too. Congratulations to my Irish too, by the way, my love.
Shout out to Illinois for winning their damn bowl game.
They had to play great. All right, hit it with it, JB.
Well, as you know, my shout outs tend to be the longest, but we're gonna get to it. But while I'm waiting to get to the shout outs, I just want to say this. Remember, people, keep things in perspective. Just because you have empty calories don't mean you're getting a full meal. I still look at other quarterbacks, and God damn it, that JD5 had a great season. I wish he was here, but that's just me.
He would be bad.
Yeah, 3 quarterbacks that threw for over 40 touchdowns this year. We ain't seen that. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think we've
never seen it.
Ever.
We've never seen it.
Ever. So offenses are evolving. We need to not only hitch our wagon to somebody that can keep the culture together, somebody that can get the right people. Mr. Chicago can hire me. He has to be understanding that I need to do my job my way. Bill Parcells famously said,
absolutely,
if you're going to hire me to cook the meal, let me buy the groceries.
Facts.
Keep that in mind when Ryan Poles is trying to get the next head coach. And Ryan Poles ain't been fit himself. But that's just me. Why not Grace? But I want to. It's just me. It's cool. I just want to start off by saying, because I know I was late, shout out to Morgan Park, great team. They whooped us. They whooped us. I'm not sure rankings he ain't shit, though. He's not struggling, but we made him look.
They probably had LeBron James dressed up.
Queen James. But from start to finish, when I got on, obviously thank you to Crooked Commiss. Thank you to David. David was on fire. David, you're slowly becoming not slowly. You're one of our P1s, David. We appreciate you, Jeanette Johnson. All on YouTube, by the way. Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans. Still don't know what that actually means.
I mean, somebody who really likes whiskey and pinto beans.
Is that a meal? Is that a new
nice.
You're gonna be in the John for about 8 hours with that damn.
He might be down. He's probably down south with you, Chicago. Whiskey and some chicken.
We're gonna figure it out. Lascivious R. Dixon, thank you for chiming in. Jeanette Johnson, one of our P1 gentlemen or lady by the name of Just Air.
Jay Grizz.
Thank you for chiming in. And Stewart, one of our Chicago Clubhouse members. Thank you for chiming in. And happy belated birthday, Ian. Thank you. Let's see. We had Chicago Clubhouse Network always chiming in, making sure we keep on track, right? Lola Monroe Isabel. Thank you for chiming in. Lola got a pop up, got drinks on tap. Take Lola out. All throughout the city. Effie Willis, thank you, baby girl. Turning into one of the P1s, right? Effie always got something going on.
She's killing it, man. Salute to her.
We love her. And she coming with some heat.
She is.
Well, thank you,
Effie.
Appreciate you, Effie, for being one of the P1s, getting into it. We appreciate you every week. Plank. I don't know who Plank is. I think Plank is new, but thank you, Plank. We appreciate you. Plank got in and often right around that 8:30 hour. So we appreciate you and thank you. And then Jay Grizz. Hey, Jay Grizz, shout out to what you do. Happy New Year and happy holidays, brother. I know you out there with them kids doing your thing. Single life, single father life, man. We appreciate you. Salute you, man, Jay Grizz. Gotta get you back on the show, though, Grizz. You come with knowledge and you need that. Appreciate you. Let's see. We had a lot of back and forth. Yeah, it was tight, y'all. Jeanette Johnson, she came back in, one of our P1s. I know Jeanette never misses a show. So shout out to Jay, man. Jay Grizz. What? Check this out. All on YouTube, y'all. From Bears down to Jay Grizz to Jeanette Johnson to Plank to Ant David. There was like a 7-tiered conversation on YouTube between all those people I just named. They was in it. Snowman Multimedia chimed in at 9 o'clock. You'll never have a winning season until you get better management, coaching staff, and a QB. Some of us agree with that, Snowman Multimedia. Some of us have to warm up to that. No pun intended. But thank you, Snowman, for the new. We appreciate you, Jay Grizz. Always, bro. We got to get you back on. Love, bro. Always, Jay Grizz. Jay Grizz be on it. I think, yep, we keep it going. A lot of the same. Now, I think want to go. Hey, Scott Hopkins came back. Thank you, Scott Hopkins, one of our P1s. Good to see Scott out here. Dark Spectre, thank you, Dark Spectre. Again. David again, Bot Ricks, that's our promotional tool. Man, David was hot. Hey, hey, can we get David on the show? David, I'm telling you, like, David is dominating.
You know who David is.
Is that one of your guys?
It's my neighbor, man.
I do?
It's my neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
He switched to YouTube.
Hey.
He switched to YouTube.
He finally switched to YouTube. Thank you. Hey, can we get David on?
He thinks you hate him.
Oh, I like David. Hey, whether I'm right or wrong, I love anybody.
Right? See, all I gotta do is just pop a beer out in the alley to him. I'll just pop a beer over in the door and tell him.
Hey, Frank, David said open the door.
All I gotta do is crack open a beer. He's at my door.
Look, the next live event, I'm gonna supply y'all with a case, case of Moors, and we'll figure it out. Lorenzo, thank you, Lorenzo. Lorenzo, we've been shouting you out, getting you in because Lorenzo, you kept us grounded. You kept us all, for us optimistic folk that thought the Bears was going to be X, Y, Z. I'm not going to say no names. Terrence, playoffs. You was right there from the jump saying, nope, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. So thank you, Lorenzo Clemens, our resident Big Ten referee. Not only a Big Ten referee, but also a actor. So we thank you, Lorenzo. If I'm not mistaken, I think Lorenzo was one of the first prominent black referees in the Big Ten. So we'll appreciate you that. Andrea, thank you, Andrea. You came in time to Andrea Schmitz. Thank you. Andrea, you on that Facebook. When I get you to YouTube, please and thank you. We'll talk about that a little later.
Jay Grizz just got something for you, Fal.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Like, Lorenzo, we really got to get you back on, brother. I don't know if you're still in the city, but we got to get you back on because it's time for a live event. It's time. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to do. And, hey, when I'm telling you, when I'm still talking, that means the chat was that live. Like, I'm still scrolling. The chat, 1016, I'm still talking. Chat was that live. 1017, Jay Grizz said, a foul mouth C. Joy Taylor got that vision, huh?
Should have been a cue right there, man.
No, Crook didn't get the cue because Joy Taylor, first of all, Joy Taylor.
Hey, yeah, man. I ain't know she
had more than vision, that's for sure.
Yeah, she killed it right now, man. Yeah,
we'll get it.
But you have to have vision.
And yes,
I love it. The finger touching too.
Touching all kind of body parts, man.
That last text we just had in the messaging, laughing out loud. JB said Queen James. Yes, I did, because that's what he is.
Yeah, I call him Princess James. He hasn't earned Queen.
We got one person watching the show. We know it's the podcast mom, most affectionately known as Miss Sandra Bond Home. Thank you, baby.
The mom. Love your mama.
Okay, so
what's Sammy Sosa?
Yes, I do my shout outs. First of all, I want to shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, give me a shout out too.
Thank you all for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. We do this every Tuesday. Usually on Mondays we have our fantasy show, which starring the Crooked Commish. Tuesday, the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Wednesday, She Said What She Said, Damn It, with Sherry Green. Thursdays, we have Bull Spit or Plunked with Kristen and Emilio Bucks.
Usually we try to get Easy on and do Easy Does It on most Sundays when the Chicago Bears are playing. We have our pregame with Chef and with our boy MP on the pregame show. Also, shout out to our sponsors, In the Zone, Moore's Beer, Visions, Fantasy Jocks.
Gotta have that vision.
Yeah, gotta have the Fantasy Jocks. And Hugh Nightclub. Yes, also shout out to Hugh Nightclub. I want to give a shout out to you brothers, Frank the Tank, JB, Mr. Chicago, Cookie Commish, the super producer in the back. T Nick, who's probably back there somewhere lurking, blind with those glasses on, makes me laugh every time I see.
L for love. Good times.
L for love.
Shout out to my boy Grogu. Shout out to the kiddies who should be asleep because it's about that time. They got school in the morning. Shout out to my baby boy that is up right now. Shout out to his mama who's taking care of him. Shout out to all Chicago sports teams. Shout out to the city of Chicago. Outside of that,
take that goddamn Christmas tree down, man.
Hey man, that motherfucker gonna stay up, man, until I feel like taking that motherfucker down.
You still got my damn weekend, man. Don't be one of them, foul.
Man, that motherfucker gonna stay up for a minute.
It's gonna be up to July.
It probably will be shit.
When you have a newborn, man, you don't gotta take that shit down. My priority goes, baby.
I'm dealing with him. He keep me busy enough, man.
Exactly.
So, I don't want to take nothing down. But yeah, outside of that,
is T-Nick coming in for his shout outs? Where the T-Nick?
Shout out to the homie Dead Rose.
D-Rose.
Shout out to D-Rose. And outside of that, I'm done. I don't know if T-Nick gonna come in and say anything. I don't know if he gonna bless us with his presence. Probably not. Probably back there eating a sandwiches. So shit. We give him 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. His ass ain't in here.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
Chicago against the world.
We out.
Thought we had
what the
fuck?
The
light is on.
What Crook doing, man? What Crook doing?
Good night, Joy Taylor.
Good night, Pakistan.
Great Britain.
That would have been a good one to end off with today. There's nothing wrong with that one.
I'm sitting over here watching my boys. They trying to rob us over there at UCLA, man.